anyways, I think you had to introduce your character, man.
Yeah. Let me just tell the guild game's live.
I mean, can't you just put the me bot on guild chat or something?
That sounds like a good idea. Okay, so...
That sounds like the worst idea.
So, am I the only one that has to give an introduction?
You're the only one I have never seen in play. If anyone doesn't know anyone else, please say so, and that person should also do an introduction.
I've never met Kia on this guild. Never.
Sure. Alright, so Volk was a street urchin who got taken in by some very bad people and convinced to do some very bad things, thinking that she was doing good things. She ended up dying when this shadowy group of people got taken out. She got brought back so she could right the wrongs that she had done. And that's about what she is all about. She's about righting the wrongs. Mechanically, she is a revenant human assassin. And she is focused on taking people out that have been hit around a little bit.
Did you just say that you're a good aligned character?
She is lawful good.
We have a majorly good party. What is this? Oh,
I mean, this is entirely the wrong campaign for the good party.
This is all the good people in the guild.
Oh, right for us. Let's sabotage this mission, boys. Right?
Quickly, Z-Chep, load another mission.
But can Krill really be counted as good? Does a bug have a heart?
I said a majorly good party. I did not count you in. Sorry, really. Nor you nor Victor. I don't know what your alignments are. I just counted 4 good people, and I'm like, victory.
Yeah. This is weird. All right. So did we want an introduction from Kia as well?
Oh yeah. Also, Volk is a mid-range attacker. She's not melee.
By the way, I was entirely joking about Kia.
Aurora's played a lot of Kia. He was lying. He just wanted me to do an introduction.
Everyone knows Kia. Because everyone has been saved by Kia.
True that.
Too true, though.
There's probably an IKEA joke to be made, but I don't know.
Ah, nice.
It's a build your own heal bot.
Exactly. Something to that effect, yes. Okay, so where do we begin this one? Let's start with the recap.
Did people peasant mode? I did.
Can you recap everything since,
Ever? Since forever?
Since the dwarves, because the dwarves is the last thing I did.
Can you recap since the whole of everything, because I haven't done anything?
Krill did not participate in Ant 5 or 6, so I have no idea what happened there.
Alright, let me get my things.
What? There was an Ant 6? I thought this was Ant 6. This is 7?
This is 7. There was a
7.
6, but I think that one was weird. I've been terrible with keeping everything clean and then restarting the series and aborting halfway through because reasons. So
I didn't even know number 6 happened. I only saw that number 5 happened and I missed it, and I didn't see a number 6 anywhere.
Number 6
at least
did
I don't
happen
remember it.
once, but no, never mind that. Okay, the short recap of the thing is because of shenanigans, the guild is in control of part of the contested lands over here, specifically Harmondale and Wellnin. Because what happened was there was a contest held by a noble who previously had deeds to this land, and they were kind of a shithole. The guild won this contest on behest of another NPC, decided that, well, we're not going to give it to this other NPC, we're going to take it for ourselves and make it the guild's. And because of that, the guild worked on improving the place, restoring economics and stuff. Because of this, a little spat, shall we say, broke out between the two countries that the contested lands are contested with: Erathia, which is basically humans, and Avli, which is basically elves. So that little spat skirmishing went on for a couple months, and with various backstabbing and helping by the guild in different ways. to the point where when the peace was forged, this part of the contested lands was declared independent and in charge of the guild. In the process of doing this, the guild decided to align itself with Deja, which is a country of ran by necromancers.
What right, guild.
Yeah, yes, because A, guild, and B, this happened in a different timeline. I'm pretty sure that if half the people who are here, they would have instead aligned with Bracada, which is the good wizards. But that's neither here nor there because this is a session I've designed. The previous mission was basically a test of competence by the guild, by these necromancers to see if the guild is worth anything as allies, essentially. Of course, the guild passed this test with flying colors, and because of this, several top-level advisors are now looking for the guild's services with various missions. So, what happens is you're in the guild hall. Administrator Matt walks up to you guys and decides that you guys are the team that are going to go on one of these missions. You are to go through portal to the pit, which is the capital of Deja, and meet your contact in a bar called the Vampire Lounge.
Oh, the pit and the Vampire Lounge. I'm sure they should be lovely people that we should meet.
Where's Meryl when we need her?
Oh,
It's-
what, to be
she's overleveled
evil?
by this
To
time.
be evil and do evil things? Wait, Z, I've got a better recap for you.
Sure.
First the Earth cooled, and then the dinosaurs came. But they got too big and fat, so they all died and turned into oil. Points
Sounds
for
about
anyone who
right.
gets the reference. No? Well, screw you all.
I got the reference, but I wanted you to feel bad.
Thanks.
That's what they all say, isn't it? I didn't actually get that though.
So buy me like a 747 without fuel.
Is that you, Jen? You are so quiet.
That is very quiet.
Impressive. That's good, isn't it?
No, it's I barely can
Too
hear you quiet.
Oh, it's the other level.
You sound like you're at the bottom of a barrel.
There you go.
I'm
Well,
climbing up.
see, even Twitch chat got my reference. You guys are terrible.
There's a Twitch chat. You
Yeah,
guys,
it's
you
just
actually have
someone
enough
said-
people for a Twitch chat.
Is this any
Yeah,
better?
see, I have a person.
Yes, it is better.
I have a
Shots
person
fired.
who got the reference.
Good for you, Windsor 7S.
Oh,
Alright,
it's
so at
Owen.
any
He's
rate,
putting me
assuming
on.
you guys don't want to completely derail things and not go to meet your contact, you will take a portal to the pit.
I mean, I think this is a wonderful opportunity for us to get to know these necromancers. And, information is always a good thing to have either way.
I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
The guildmaster said we should go, then we should go. I'm just doing my job. Not like I'm actually on their side.
Plus, being evil is sort of a relative thing. Just by being a necromancer doesn't necessarily mean you're evil. I mean, it's frowned upon, certainly, but
I mean,
Yeah,
they can
people
also,
say assassins are evil. I'm not evil.
they can, they can be good even, but their naming aesthetic is a bit lacking. The pit, the vampire halls. It's a bit disturbing, really.
Maybe we should
well, they know
go
what they
in.
like.
Maybe we should go in and rename everything for them. Call it the Sunshine Pit, and I don't know, stuff like that. Maybe the
Sounds
the,
about
the,
right.
the,
Well, we are their
the,
allies. Maybe we can convince them of a thing or two.
how about like the fairy caverns? That's happier, isn't it?
The... also quite disturbing. We've
Well,
managed
fairies
to own...
aren't very nice sometimes.
Well, I mean sometimes, but they're usually very happy
Indeed,
people.
I've met many fairies, which are complete arseholes, and some necromancers are saints. You never know.
Well, let's meet them first then, shall we?
Sounds like a plan.
all right, so the pit. It is in
Question.
Underground City. It
Are
is.
we arriving
sorry?
at the pit like by teleport, or are we taking some
Yeah,
other-
the pit does have teleport circles, and being allies of the guild knows the gate code to get there. Essentially,
We have the key.
yes. I mean, otherwise it's usually kept secret, but the guild has proven themselves, so they get the means to teleport there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the pit. It's an underground city. It's essentially based in 4 large caverns, which sort of are divided into. One is sort of the lower district with, general markets and shops and places to get spare parts and whatnot. The second one is sort of more middle class, where you've got the more high level sort of magic guilds and shops and whatnot, and decent sized private laboratories and whatnot. The third one would be sort of an upper district. Here you'll find the High Temple of the Dark and essentially City Hall, where you get permits to, do random experiments of a more dangerous nature. Also the fanciest private labs. The fourth one is home to essentially the main base of the necromancers. It's a giant underground castle called Castle Gloaming.
Did you say Castle Gloaming?
Castle Gloaming.
Are
yes.
they all binder warlocks?
No, they're necromancers. So anyway,
So they're
where you
wizards.
will. Yes, they are wizards of the necromancy specialization, I suppose.
They wouldn't be wizards, they'd be mages now.
Yeah, that's true. That's what they are, wizard mage. I mean, they probably have different professions. There are more things than the wizard that has
Sure.
necromancy stuff.
If you say so.
Sure. At any rate, unless you guys want to go see the sights, explore the city, you've been given a rough address to the Vampire Lounge, which is in the lower district, so to say.
You mean we've just teleported here and there's no one to meet us?
No, I mean you're supposed to meet a contact in this bar.
I do declare right now we've appeared at the teleport circle, and it appears that no one has come to meet us. We are ambassadors after all, and that is rather rude.
I wouldn't say ambassadors.
We own a country, and we are diplomats, therefore we are ambassadors.
Do we own a country? I just thought we owned a couple of cities. Or not even cities, like towns.
We own a couple of towns.
Wait,
pretty much.
does this mean we can name the country? What are we going to name this country?
I wouldn't worry about that too much.
For later.
We have to call it the Grand Double City State of Guildston.
Guildton.
I
sounds
thought
good.
we kind of named it in Ant 4 or something. My group did.
Guildsvania,
I'm not sure either. Canonically, it's just called Harmondale after the major of the two cities, but
Yeah.
never mind that.
Harmondale is good enough for me. Let's move on. Anyways, I do agree it is quite rude, but I mean, just because they are rude.
Obviously, there are people at the teleport circles, security and whatnot, who are welcoming you. But
security.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, of course, there's going to be guards at.
Well, I say to the guard,
possible
well, you
entrances.
can take us to our chambers immediately.
I thought we were
Sorry?
going to a tavern.
A tavern? Is that where diplomatic meetings occur, in the pit? A tavern?
Apparently, according to them.
I mean,
Don't be so hoity-toity.
I mean, it is named the pit, dear. You need to be a little more
Flexible.
open-eyed to this.
I suppose so. I'm just used to palaces and everything.
Well, then go to a palace. There's not one here, I don't think.
Right. Well, in this case, the high-ranking, advisor essentially to the king, wanted to meet you at this place, and that's up to his discretion.
Maybe it's hush-hush.
Well,
Is that always the case?
I don't know. Why don't we just go find out? Let's go.
I mean,
Agreed.
sure.
Can you, good sir, can you point us in the direction of this tavern?
Yeah, the guards can, gruffly give you a rough description. They don't really care who you are.
are
They,
the
they
guards
just know
living
they just
or
know
dead?
that you guys are supposed to be here. That means they don't
Oh.
need to care about you anymore.
But
Okay,
question,
sure.
Are they living or dead? That's my only question. Hello?
Sorry.
Are the guards living or dead?
Well, there is like a contingent of like skeleton warriors at ready, but they are sort of led by a couple of armed hobgoblins actually.
Armed hobgoblins.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
What is this
basically,
place?
as you move through the place, you notice that sort of in the lower district there's sort of a sort of lower like I'm not going to say slave caste, but like
The lower
slum
classes,
caste sort
yeah.
of consisting mostly of like half orcs and hobgoblins.
My dear, I am positive my dagger is getting a bit rusty. Perhaps some backstabbing would do.
What?
Oh, the derailment! I should have expected this.
What are you referring to? Sorry?
Oh no, nothing, dear. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's find this tavern before something happens.
Yes, let's. I mean, it's no difficulty finding it. It's fairly prominent in its outer advertising. So you enter. It's fairly
Yes,
quiet
let's go
at this
into
time
the
of day,
town.
actually. Although there are like a few tables that are occupied with people talking about all this and that. When you enter, the barkeep sort of what's the word? I mean, sort of wrings his hand and just looks at you and smiles and says, "Hey, customers, come on in. What's your poison?"
What's the place look like? I mean, what kind of establishment is this?
So, since I'm a revenant, do I fit in well here?
Yeah, I mean, no one bats an eye at your revenantness. I mean, I'm not sure how obvious it is that you are a revenant as opposed to a normal human.
Not that obvious.
In that case, no one particularly cares. I mean, you've seen like a lich walk by outside, and anyway, so
Wait, what?
there are more spectacular things than revenants here.
There's a lich just walking by.
It's casual
I mean,
lich.
Guys, I'm kind of
casual liches, casual vampires.
I'm kind of unnerved at the casual lich and vampire stuff.
So what does the establishment look like, say? I mean, is it...
Yes, I was getting to that. It's sort of low class, essentially. It's like,
Gotcha.
I mean, how do you
Hello.
put it? Like classy, sleazy.
Classy, sleazy. Lovely.
That's the best way I can sort of.
So is there like someone singing karaoke in the corner?
Damn,
Why not?
hey,
Is Owen gonna get up? Is Victor gonna get up there and start singing his karaoke?
Victor's gonna go croon for the folks at the no, I'm not.
I'm gonna follow suit. It's been a while.
This is getting worse by the second.
See, this is how the adventure goes. We just all sing karaoke.
Before,
I don't...
but
All right,
Mark,
skill
before
challenge,
singing
karaoke bar time.
we must
Excellent.
remember one of the guild's prized traditions: getting drunk before singing karaoke.
For once, I tend to agree. Barkeep,
I don't
please
drink.
Please give us some of the stiff stuff. I think we are going to need it.
I believe we're on a diplomatic mission, so our friend the ambassador should be paying for it all.
Whoever that is, where's this ambassador?
I don't know, but I'm sure he's going to pick up our tab, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
I will look around for someone officious.
Well, all right. You guys are not very conspicuous. Not that it matters. So if like the barkeep will pour you some drinks, whatever you like. They have a pretty good selection. They also have some weird stuff on the menu, but never mind that. That's nothing you're into, I suppose. And he will sort of gesture you towards a table in the corner where you see a hooded figure, a pretty one of small stature, is sitting alone at a table and sort of tilts his head in your direction and sort of beckons, I guess is the word.
I will head over.
Let's all head over.
I fought
Oh,
over-
Christ, Aurora. I think someone else is going to try and talk to an ambassador. We must stop them.
hey,
Can we do an act of war or something?
hey! I am just as
Hey.
smooth as you are.
Last time we let
Rill's
someone
9 chow will do just fine.
last time we tried to do that, our good friend Master Sunbeard nearly vomited in front of the Dwarven King. I will not have that again.
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You
Oh, this is
people
the most
simply
hilarious group.
must. You simply must bring me up to date on what happened in your parties.
Oh my god. Alright, so you all sort of...
Shay, are you regretting everything by now?
I am not regretting everything. I'm having a hilarious time, even though this is sort of... I mean, you guys are throwing me off a little bit, but I am confident that we can get to the
I mean-
desired end together anyway.
I mean, welcome to the group that is designed to throw you off.
Oh yeah, I mean, I sort of expected this, not to this degree, when I decided to
It'll
post
only
this
get worse.
and stuff. Yeah.
But in,
I mean,
in,
I-
in an
at some
effort to
point I
follow
will-
what you had planned, we will go and sit with the ambassador.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. I mean,
whatever.
at some point I will like write the good path for this, but mission 6 for the good path is sort of a roadblock because it would basically be nothing but a skill challenge, essentially.
No such thing about being good, man. It's all.
I mean,
relative.
don't worry. We'll write the good part right now.
Yes, we'll write it
No,
for
yeah,
you.
absolutely.
So
So yeah, anyway, you
I'll
guys
sit
sit
down
down
with this
with
guy.
this with this figure, and he actually removes his hood, and you can see that he is short. He's shorter than like even a dwarf, but he doesn't
So
quite
halfling?
look like a halfling.
So, 3/4ling?
Something like that. Although he has like, how do we describe him? He has an eye patch. He has sort of a goatee. No, it's not a goatee. It's more of like a full short beard and like shoulder length hair. He looks more like a gnome than anything to you, actually. If you guys have like a decent perception or insight, and I think some people would have hard DC. So
Yes, Krill has hard DC passive perception here.
yeah, and you guys realize that those of you who have been in Antagrich before have never seen a single gnome before this guy. And I mean, you have seen dwarves and halflings, both, even though halflings aren't very common in this world. But this is the first gnome you've seen at all.
Okay.
At any rate, so he sits down and says, "Oh, so excellent. So you're the people the guild sent."
That would
Yes,
be us.
we are them.
And one could
Indeed.
assume that you're the ambassador of this place.
Ambassador, not quite the right word. I am an advisor to King Archibald.
Interesting. Is this your first time talking to delegates?
You know, out of character. What?
Is this your first time holding a diplomatic meeting?
I mean, I wouldn't call it very diplomatic. Well, I mean,
That's Kaya's point.
yeah, well, what? Yeah, God damn it, I'm losing my words here.
Yeah, Kaya like.
Well,
pats him
basically, it's
on
like
the
we're
shoulder.
all. It's not like we are jockeying with each other for diplomatic favors or anything. We're already allies, so.
I would play that game.
Oh dear.
Yes, I know we're allies, and well, most people invite people to, emissaries or chambers, not bars. That's just why I asked. Don't worry though, this is a charming place, sleazy, posh, like it.
Yeah, that sums it up nicely. Right then. Well, he says that. Well, you guys are adventurers, and something that could use an adventuring touch has come up that we would like your help with. Of course, there will be regular guild compensation. Blah blah blah.
So why don't you tell us more about this task then?
Indeed, he will roll up a small map of, because I like maps of sort of this general area. Roll20, stop being stupid.
Islands.
Yeah, so he rolls up a slightly more detailed map of this general area, and he points to over here. He says that he has it on good information that that the old tongue tripping. Basically, he has good accounts that the old mad alchemist Clive Clanker has recently passed away. Knowing this because some of his apprentices have been fleeing the place, sort of looking for places to stay, and the information network has picked this up. He is looking for you guys to sort of check out the place, infiltrate it. There is known to be a teleport shield. I think it's like there's a ritual for this in 4E. I think it's called Forbiddens or something to that effect. I looked it up earlier, but now I can't remember it, and I didn't write it down because I'm stupid like that. Or something like that. Basically, the building has this ritual cast over it, so they can't just teleport in and take the place over.
No scrying sensor and no creature can teleport into it.
Yeah, exactly. This ritual is bound to be, it's like definitely going to be bound to some manner of objects that's sort of projecting this teleport shield. He wants you to infiltrate the place and sort of shut it down and see, because they sort of want it as a forward outpost because it will make it more easier for them to spy on the elves and whatnot.
Forward to what exactly?
I don't know. They're not good guys. I mean, they're obviously going to try to take over the world sometime.
I have
Okay,
a small
Brain.
question.
They're also very interested in whatever equipment the old alchemist had there.
Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Yes, exactly.
So about this laboratory, isn't it technically located in Evely's territory?
Or is it like an independent thing?
They only have like the mainland. They do have the other nearby island, which has like
Because it has a
all the
tree.
oldest tree here, but it's like.
I mean,
place,
I
but no.
was just asking that because this island seems both closer and more expensive than the oldest tree, so
Yeah, I mean, yes, it is close, but I mean, the reason Clive Clanker set up his laboratory there is that it's technically neutral territory. It's not a very useful place. I mean, the elves sometimes send like scouts there to make sure that there's no weird business other than the mad alchemist going on.
No weird business other than the weird alchemist, of course. Why was this alchemist so important?
Sorry?
Why was the alchemist so important?
Well, think about it, Kia. Alchemy is so terrible. If someone makes a breakthrough on it, that'd be amazing.
Very good, very good.
Well, basically, Clive Clanker was kind of a pioneer in the place, always like churning out different kinds of impressive magical equipment to the highest bidder. But now that he's supposedly gone, well, there's bound to be lots of interesting magical secrets in his lab. And I mean, you guys are free to, if you find anything interesting, to keep it. I mean, it's mostly the more difficult to move equipment and whatnot that they are interested in.
Alright, so this is a looting tour then.
Essentially, yes.
I do have a question though. So you are asking us to give you control over an island for regular guild fee?
For regular what?
Guild fee?
Guild fee.
Yes. I mean, essentially, yes. You guys are adventurers. They want you to.
Excuse me, but I thought
Yes?
we were common allies, but not suckers. What you're asking of us far exceeds the normal guild fee.
What he's saying is we should get something extra, something pertaining to our own land in exchange.
And I think Because we're allies.
Maybe like joint control.
It would be very fitting. We are currently landlocked right now without any major ports. If we were to establish a port on the island, then that would rectify that situation, and we would have a city much closer and with much easier trade access to your lands. It would benefit us both.
Yeah, I mean, he agrees. Like, he will talk it over with his bosses, and we'll work out how we do the thing. But yeah, obviously, it's supposed to be to the benefit of both Deja and the guild. And if that's what the guild thinks, well, it's a fair point.
Good. Well, maybe we should start talks about having a joint venture in creating a port city on the island.
And jointly exploring the slab once we've been able to get easier access to it.
Well, I mean, there's bound to be other interests in the place. So it's sort of... it would be good to do this at a quicker pace, essentially, since someone else might loot the lab before you.
Oh, absolutely. But what I'm saying is, this is not just we give you access, you go and do your thing. It's more like we give both of us access.
Of course. So who do we need to see about shaking hands to make sure this deal goes down properly? We do want a joint venture after all, and like you said, speed is of the essence. So who do we need to meet and shake their hand to get things underway?
The king?
All right, so what exactly are you guys asking to sweeten the deal here? Essentially, you guys...
Basically, the island is... the guild gets some amount of recompense from the island, like some of the resources or uses from the lab or whatever we find, and, the use of the island as well as them. I think that's what we're going for.
To have a joint ownership of the island, pretty much? To
basically
be able to create a new port city there, since the guild doesn't have any port cities currently where they're located, so that would be super useful.
Yeah, creating a city is sort of beyond the scope of what they're thinking, but
well, not a city, but like a small dock and village to sustain it, kind of thing.
If it is beyond the scope of what they are thinking, what are they thinking?
They just want to loot the lab.
Well, that's my point. They're thinking too small. Maybe we need to meet with someone and suggest
from what
bigger.
I understand, their objective is twofold. One, yes, to loot the lab, and two, to establish some sort of observation post so they can spy on the elves.
Spy on the elves? Too small. Come on, think big.
Spy on everyone.
Well, I mean, if the guild is also willing to invest into this venture, then sure. I mean, eventually some manner of cities and whatnot may be established around that. Absolutely.
Yeah, joint spying ring, joint port, joint city, it all works.
So
Good. Can we have that written down in a treaty then?
Exactly. Your ambition is actually kind of appreciated. Basically, I did not expect any of this.
Is this Z talking or is this the guy talking?
That is what's the guy talking. What I am talking as a GM is I'm saying I did not expect like any of this. So
of actual role playing.
I will go along with it essentially.
I mean, the thing is, when you give players power, they're going to use that power, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the part.
You said that you wanted to make the Paragon part of Ant more free choice, so that's what we're doing.
I guess I did say something like that. So. Like,
yes, you did. I have a good memory.
He'll basically go clear things with his boss about your suggestions and negotiations. Asks you to just wait here. Come back in. Well, I'm not sure how long is reasonable.
We will spend an hour singing karaoke.
Sorry.
We will spend an hour singing karaoke while he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, let's say it's just an hour. That's probably what works. And he comes back with like the necessary documents and just drafts of essentially what you guys suggest and figures that is good enough.
No, I would like to help the gentleman draft just in case.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at them. Feel free to roll something if you like. But otherwise, whatever is on there is basically going to be whatever you guys would be happy with.
I mean, diplomacy maybe? To get better terms?
Aurora and Kia, like, can we roll our diplomacies?
They just really want to roll diplomacy.
I mean, isn't that
Sure,
what we
why
do?
not?
Oh wait, not GM rule. I should do this, not private.
Good job.
Said we can do the thing.
Yeah, that's a bit of a diplomacy check.
A bit.
There you go.
Yeah, not far behind.
Jesus.
Two hard DC, hard DC plus 10 and plus 15. I think we got this.
Yeah, something to that effect. But yeah, you guys have impressed the advisor to the point where, you look over the general suggestions of things, and if you guys want it in contract, then they'll go along with it. You guys can help each other draft things up to your liking, essentially, with essentially what you guys already said, because that's less important to me as a GM, so I'll go along with it.
Z says, okay, you can have everything now. Let's get to the adventure.
In before the GM then goes look at the notes and notice that the contract says that we will get full ownership of the L after we have done exploiting them.
You didn't read. You didn't read all of Aaron's small print.
And I thought this was supposed to be the good party.
We are the good
We
party.
are.
We are saving
exactly.
the work from these guys by working from the east side.
The difference between the good and the bad party is the bad party takes what they want. The good party makes the bad people sign contracts so they can take what they want.
The best party.
There's the difference.
Anyway, another reason that they need you guys from the guild to go do this is the fastest way would be to go through the Elven capital, and necromancers aren't on the best terms, but guild people could probably, and by probably I mean definitely, get through without being particularly noteworthy.
Excellent. We should try to get in some conversations with the elves. How are our relations?
Yes.
Oh.
Let's see if we can get the elves in on this as well.
Oh my god.
See, this is the good path. We just diplomacy everyone.
I need to remember how the essentially canon party, I guess, for lack of a better word, handled the human
Oh
outcome.
no, we know how that went. Go,
So,
kill.
from
Go.
my story awards, we rescued Lauren Steele on Ant 4.
Who the fuck is Lauren still?
He is the Lord of
He-
Steel.
Yes, it's an NPC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't he the guy
I
from
believe
the elves?
he was the guy who was captured by the elves.
Yeah, he was a human spy that the elves captured, and basically the humans needed a daring rescue, and the guild was there.
That's a major issue. This is a continuity
Essentially, the guild did a major favor for Arathia and probably screwed over Avli.
Yeah, so guild elf relations aren't the best, but essentially you guys would sort of have diplomatic immunity because executing guild members would sort of further destabilize the regions, and that's not in the elves' interests.
Okay, well, we've signed the treaty and everything seems to be in order. I guess we'll go head to the island.
Elves.
Indeed, and there's basically going to be no particular troubles there. You guys probably have ritual casters, so they will supply you with components for, I don't know, Phantom Steed or whatever other rituals can get you across, or fees to buy gold to buy a boat or whatever. I don't care how you guys get
Teleport circles.
Do we have phantom dolphins?
there. I'll allow it. Phantom dolphins.
Sounds awesome.
Better than phantom horses, clearly.
I mean, at some level of rolling for Phantom Steeds, they can run on water or
Yes.
fly.
Yeah, but
Yeah, exactly.
then
And either one of you guys have good enough arcana, or they can make a scroll with good enough arcana that you guys get flying sky dolphins
Cool.
awesome.
made of shadow.
We get to swim through the air. I approve. Let's do this.
Sorry.
Indeed. You guys also get 2 more ritual scrolls, essentially, unless you can already cast them. Basically, ascending to contact them and be like, "Hey, we turned off the anti-teleport field," and then sort of a beacon scroll that will make it easier for them to teleport in once you guys have done your sweep of the place.
Okay.
Before we leave, I approached our contact. Quick question: what exactly was that alchemist up to? His specialties, I mean.
I mean, he did all kinds of things. Magic weapons, constructs, other magic things, potions. Basically, he was a pioneer at his craft. Did all kinds of things. Yes. He also sort of experimented and made augmented versions of various creatures. So if you run into any resistance, it's likely to be either constructs of probably like better than average constructs, essentially, or sort of augmented creatures that are probably going to be more powerful than expected for their kind.
Excellent. So we're either fighting Super Warforged or RoboCop.
Yeah, something
Pretty
like
much.
that. Sure, why not?
Appropriate for Paragon.
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, the lab itself, it's a surprisingly. Actually, I'm not sure if it's surprisingly small or surprisingly large, but it's sort of hidden in like a cove, I think is the right word, like on that part of the island.
So suffice it to say, it is surprisingly sized.
Yes, exactly. It's both at the same time bigger and smaller than you'd expect based on what you've heard of the guy.
Is that what she said?
It's a grower, not a shower.
Something like that, yes.
It's a TARDIS.
There is an obvious door, after all. He did conduct business with the highest bidder.
I will enter through the obvious door.
Excellent, so...
In an obvious manner.
Yes. It is...
And you spring all the traps.
In an obvious way.
Not yet. So basically, the sort of entrance hall, it's surprisingly quiet in here. Eerily quiet, in fact, one would say. There's a faint smell of various things, alchemical reagents mostly. Sulfur is one notable part, at least. There's a little reception desk with a hastily placed sign that says "Out to lunch."
Okay.
Yeah. And there's like a bell next to it. There's a little water basin, essentially. A bit further forward, and a pair of corridors leading in two different directions. One being sort of behind the, or well, doors, corridors, whatever. One being sort of behind the reception desk.
Okay, so guys, I can take care of traps and locks and stuff easily, but I can't find them.
Krill has hard DC passive
Excellent.
protection.
So Krill,
I
you
think
find
I'll
them. You find
Krill
them. I'll
hasn't
deal
stopped
with them.
talking about how sharp his eyes are. I think you need to talk to him.
I mean, they're sharp because he's a Thrycreen. Don't judge.
Yeah. I also have antenna.
All of Thrycreen
So,
stuff are pointy.
These bug senses, they don't fail.
Well, we'll trust your bug senses then.
Excellent.
Oh, should we be still on the world map?
Yeah, I haven't taken you to the next map yet.
Okay.
I basically wanted to do some like establishing location and whatnot, and
Give us an
I
establishing
suppose,
shot.
but then mechanics happened in the chat, and I waited for you guys. Was waiting for you guys to finish all that, I guess.
We were just comparing our stones.
Yes, exactly.
Put your stones away, woman.
It's important to compare your stones before going into.
What? We are missing 2 stones? Oh, all of us, you never have stones. Come on, man.
How does Alavaz know I have a stone?
Well, I don't have any powers that are one of the stone's coverage, so yeah.
Get an elemental type.
No,
Any
it's
dang
much
way.
trouble.
So if you approach the reception desk or hit the bell or something, you will hear a disembodied, like sort of metallic sounding female voice saying, "Welcome to Clanker's laboratory. Unfortunately, we're understaffed at the moment, but please wait and a golem will come fetch you. If a golem does not come fetch you, please go through the corridor to the right and inquire within."
Let's wait about 30 seconds, yes? We are not in a rush.
30 seconds a
So
minute,
go
doesn't
through
really
the
matter.
corridor to the left.
I think I said left, yes.
No, you said right.
Their left or
Oh,
our right?
I think I pointed to the left in my gesturing, but you guys can't see that.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Z, I do that
So
all the
I
time.
say we go in the opposite direction of whatever waiting room they're pointing us to. Because obviously that must be the way to the inner laboratory.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Still, worth seeing if a golem comes along. If not, then, well, why not? We can have a little look. Apparently no one's home anyway.
Yeah, even if he's dead, the gun. Let's wait a minute.
So you wait, 30 seconds, a minute, and no golem assistant shows up to fetch you.
Well, Krill, looks like we're doing it your way.
Shall I go and check it out?
The other corridor, the one he told us not to go down, yes.
All right, so yeah, you have the corridor, which I think I said left is like where the voice told you to go, while to the right is sort of the area behind the reception.
I would like to
Alright,
look behind
let's
the
go.
reception desk.
Yeah.
There's always all kinds of cool stuff back there.
Yeah, whatever they're telling us to do, we're going to do the opposite.
I'm sure there's like
Yes.
some papers and some coins, and that little folder that you're never supposed to look at.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the place has been sort of hastily emptied, so there is still some stuff left. Sure, you can find some coins and other methods of payment, but like nothing near
Or
the
Paragon, that
sums
doesn't
that you guys
matter.
expect to get rewarded with at Paragon. So,
I mean,
and
I
some
was more
various,
interested in the papers.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
there are
it's
indeed
been
some various
emptied.
papers, like ledgers of sales of different things, like they've sold like a +3 weapon to this guy and whatnot. Nothing of particular importance as far as you can tell, though.
But
Oh,
it's been emptied. He's dead.
They said that the workers abandoned the place and took stuff.
I was supposed to get the workers. Not
Yeah,
all,
like
not all automated,
basically,
I suppose.
the assistants have been evacuating the place according to an eyewitness account, and well, that eyewitness account also said that Clanker is dead.
Which reminds me, is there some sort of map here?
I don't
Is there
actually
a
have
map?
a map of the place written up because I did not feel it
No,
would
no,
be.
no, no.
No,
I
as
want
in one of
the
those places
reception-
that says
yeah.
"You are here."
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, not really, actually.
Is there a sign that says "Please wait"? Is there a sign that says "If you can read this, you are not supposed to be here"?
I mean,
you are entering clearance
I mean,
level.
I
Violet.
suppose that like in the little office behind the reception desk, there would be like a staff-only sign or something.
Oh god, you said that, Joseph. My first thought was, is this paranoia?
Yeah, I was thinking, are we now playing Paranoia? Have we switched systems?
We are not. I am just, you know,
Have we been
trying
assigned
to
the red?
have some fun.
Have we been assigned red troubleshooter garb?
Right, I'm going to ensure everyone has their happiness pills.
Okay. Are you the happiness officer?
I am.
Oh no.
Aurora, you can be hygiene officer. People
What?
that don't know what we're talking about are so confused.
Indeed.
I would
Yeah,
like to
me-
be.
me
I would like to
included.
be the communications officer. I do like to communicate.
I have
Friend,
never
I'd like
played
to report some
Paranoia.
traitorous activity.
I know there's like some like I'm completely missing the words.
I think.
Anyway,
I think friend DM
it's
is
essentially a dead end
assuming that you're a
to go
mutant.
towards the path that is not like where you're supposed to go, according to the voice.
Well, if it is a dead end, do you see any secret doors or something, just in case?
I grab
What do your
Krill.
bug eyes see?
I grab Krill and I rub him on the wall.
You don't
Drill
find any
skitters
secret
up the
doors,
wall.
but like if you actually go the way that you're supposed to, I guess.
No!
Because railroad.
No, we're going the other way. I insist.
There is no
We
other
begin
way.
digging the other way.
I mean,
We could
I mean,
go
we
around
can
the
keep describing
laboratory
some
and
stuff
find
on
a...
the other way. Sure. I mean, there could be like a stairs up to like the apprentices' quarters, which are all empty and whatnot. But
You find like a fireman's pole where they all ride it down to the lab when it's time to work.
that
I
would
mean,
be
we could
amazing.
go
but no, that would
outside
be
and go
nuts.
around the laboratory and look for secret entrances.
Alright, let's go the way we're supposed to go, because I feel like the DM is trying to point us that way.
Something like that.
Fine.
Let me actually
is-
grab your tokens because I completely forgot to do that before.
There is like this giant neon sign
Saying
"Please
go this way.
What do you think this means?
Why is it labeled DM? Oh, it's a corridor, guys.
It is a corridor.
Oh
Let
dear.
me-
I
Are
have
these
correctly
bones?
labeled.
Actually, you're coming from this way. Here you see what looks to be essentially the lunchroom.
Oh, wait, I got this,
but-
guys.
But here's the question. I'm seeing blood and bones. Is that what they've been lunching?
Is there actually blood and bones in this map?
Yeah, yeah.
They are.
Right,
Yeah, a little bit on the ground.
No, I suppose there is.
So I'm asking if they are there or not. You know, there's also.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some stuff has clearly gone down. Let's see, you guys have some hard DC passive perception, and those of you with hard DC will notice that those sections of the wall that I
The
just
Aurora is fucked.
maybe
These
But yeah,
sections of the wall are what?
they're sort of they look weird or wrong or something to that effect. Like they're slightly thicker than they're supposed to be. They're not actually like a full square thick. But they're sort of in a different, browner brick than the other ones are, and they're sort of. It's like the wall gets thicker here, and then like not as thick here. Like
Okay,
Yeah,
can I use
descriptions are
Dungeoneering
hard.
to find
Okay,
out
okay,
exactly
Z,
what is
Z,
going
Z,
on?
I've got you covered, okay? You ready for this?
sure.
There.
No, but what you do see is a pair of columns on the other end of the hallway, sort of. They look
Oh,
more
fun.
like guards than anything.
Are they like actively hostile towards us?
They have not done anything offensive yet, but given that this path will dead end in the break room or lunch room or whatever you call it, cafeteria. That's the
A
word.
gift room? Gift
No,
shop?
it's a cafeteria, clearly. You guys will probably have to go through them to get to where you want.
I wave at them and say hello.
Bluff at them and say we're authorized.
I have I'll have you know I have a guild citizenship card.
I mean, actually, I have just a thing for this, but I'm not sure Shayu is gonna take it. I have this story award. Do you think it would work?
I doubt it.
That's a
Wait.
knowledge check, right?
Wait, did it? Sorry. What?
We
I
don't
thought
want
it
to
was
use a knowledge
different.
check.
Give me a second. My bad.
That doesn't
They'll
sound
just tell
right.
us what they do.
Never mind. I thought this was different. Never mind. My bad.
But yeah, what you have is a large-sized golem, looks to be made of iron, as his name indicates, and a smaller golem, sort of.
So wait. This one is made of iron, this one is made of gold, and this one is made
Well,
of the ball.
not entirely made of gold, but looks to be very, very gold-like.
So this one is
Has
made
this
of the ball.
That she's sort of spinning around herself, essentially.
I'm just gonna say that you don't want to get close to the ball.
It's-
Always advise on the ball.
Is she playing kicky up with the ball?
Not quite, no.
It's
It's sort of floating on its own around her.
Yeah, you don't want to get sucked in by the ball. Trust me on this.
I have.
References!
I'm
This
sorry.
time references
if
that I
you
actually
guys won't
get.
get anywhere, I think we'd roll
I'm
some
sorry.
initiative.
These two do not belong in Heroes of the Storm. Therefore, I will not acknowledge the references.
Fair enough.
Although I suppose he could look like the top half of Gazlo.
So if before we like charge towards them, Kia says, Golems, new mission. Refuse this mission. Does the golem do anything?
It buzzes and
What?
breaks down.
This statement is not false or something. No, wait.
That's another paradox. That one also works.
He says no. Screw you.
The
Shut
statement
up.
is false. That's the paradox there.
That's what it is.
Sorry, my Roll20 is just busy crashing.
That is less than ideal.
He says, "I will attempt this mission later."
Okay,
Oh,
so
the
I
last
guess we're
one.
rolling initiative.
Yeah, let's get some initiative for these people.
Oh no.
George!
That means we failed.
We can't AI paradox it. No.
I mean, you couldn't do it to Wheatley, so you know.
Who?
Really?
Come
Did
on.
Did you really just
Yes.
ask who is Wheatley?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Go and play Portal.
No.
Yeah, go play Portal.
The bug is here to stay.
Go play Portal and stop playing this game.
I don't own Portal.
Portal and
Free.
Portal 2 are like... Yeah, Portal's free. Portal 2 is like £3 or something.
I'm gonna
I
go
don't have
ahead
them either.
and delete
But
your
my
text.
sign!
Nice.
No, that's fine. There we go. Roll back in. I've loaded back in. Yes, I'm so ready.
Does anyone add bonuses? No.
I mean, I have a lot of ones. It's just not initiative.
Okay then. Oh, do we need to type out our Unity?
Yeah.
If
Actually, not that it
If
matters.
Alevaz-
If Volk has the highest defense on any of these things, we have a severe problem.
if Alavaz or Volk had a stone, either of them, then everyone with a stone would get +2 initiative.
I told you there are no cold stones for some reason.
Okay, let's see.
And I don't use any elemental attacks, so sorry.
Well, wow, Victor, really? Is that without any temporary bonuses?
Yes, sir.
Well, so far it looks like this. Oh, oops, 31 zonal. Does anyone
31 all.
Does anyone have something that is not 31? Better than
Oh,
31,
Alavaz
oh,
ruined it.
Alavaz saving us. Let's go.
I mean, that makes
I mean,
sense. The AC
Alavaz
needs
is
to
a
be
monk,
too
that's
higher.
primary.
Holy fuck, we are actually a tofu monster. We are
Wait,
tofu.
yeah.
Tofu.
Wait a minute. What AO monster is this? What has a we are an AO 18 monster. Perfect.
Nice. Wait, really?
Yeah, 3331 is AO 18.
That is indeed a level 18 dude. That means you
Holy
guys should be pretty
crap.
difficult to hit.
That's
Probably.
hilarious.
I mean, what do these guys have to attack? Yeah, they need more than a 10 to hit you, that's for sure. Anyway, Alabas has 1 initiative.
It's okay, guys. Alavaz is going to run
I-
off.
I cannot imagine what will happen in this turn.
I'll tell you exactly. Alavaz and Krill are going to run off, and we're going to lose that
See you
33
later,
AC.
They are both high level. I don't care.
I care. I won that 33 AC.
Okay, so given what's happened, is he even within range of that? Because if not, then there's no point in me doing that one. Okay, there we go. That's the button I should be clicking. Holy crap! No. Yeesh, that's far. Okay, so alternative method it is. So let's go for wolf shape as a minor. Let's go for swift flight.
So are we going for iron first then? Question, is the ball targetable?
No. Let me do some stuff for it.
Why is it even a token?
Full info, there we go.
Oh. Can I steal the ball from her?
No,
Why is it even a token?
because
Okay.
I mean, I didn't want to make it too complicated, but it's essentially similar to a shaman companion, so it probably should be attackable.
Yeah, but
So
it's
let's
attackable.
change that on the fly. Okay, it is attackable. You need to do at least 30 damage to it. If you do, she takes 20 damage and it returns to her.
Wow, what level shaman is she? Alright, I can
Okay,
answer that.
so-
She's 20.
Do you guys want the iron or the gold?
Krill will go after gold, so feel free.
The thing is, I can send one of them to you, or a little closer.
Well,
So-
here's the trick. Don't send the giant muscly thing to us, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Pull gold
so-
closer to us, because we want to kill her.
Okay, so it's 50. Perfect, I'll make it all the way there.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so let's go Drunken Munkey. I'm gonna use a 16 from my earlier roll.
Okay. So it's
Hey,
16,
you avoided
so
a nat
that's-
1.
So that's
I
15
expected
higher,
that
so
to
that's a
happen.
hit. Yeah, 16 on your dice is a hit then.
Yep, and that's a 16. She gets slid over. Ruler. Yonder.
She gets slid to there, okay.
Attacks the big guy.
Alright, with a basic, I presume.
Yep.
Basic.
Basic +5.
+5 to the attack roll. She hits him pretty hard.
Damn.
And slowed.
And-
Nice.
Slowed.
Also, we can see the health bars on the 2 golems.
That is
Is this
intentional.
intended?
I
Good to
wanted to
know.
actually show people health bars for once.
Okay, then let's go for the secondary round of this. So temporal. And I'm using Strike the Avalanche on gold.
Okie doke.
I really should have done the Centipede Blows, but I forgot. No worries. So
That is
so
a
urge
hit.
before.
So how much damage is that?
That's a 30 because of CA.
Okie doke, 30 damage. Play the target 6 squares.
Get
Where do you want
squared
her?
down. Over here.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, she has the ball attached to her, so it actually would have moved with her all this time.
now Centipede Blow. The iron takes 7 damage and gets slid up 2. So against the wall.
Where do you want her? Like this?
Up against the wall. Yep. Right there.
Okay.
And
Wait. Did you action point all of us? Sorry.
nope, temporal armor.
He used an
Okay.
item daily, so
Oh, sorry, let me give you guys action points.
that slow was super convenient for us. Now we can kill gold and let iron be sad.
I have a feeling something rockety is approaching all of us, but I'm not going to say this to anyone.
Really?
Okay, this is where I end.
Yeah, quick zone motion, that's your last turn. It is not Victor's turn yet. Because, you know, those walls.
Oh no.
Oh, fun.
Wall golem.
So let's see what happens. He leaves wall form as a free action. Goes up here. Gonna drag that away. And then, well, he's out of wall form, so he can't do that. So he's going to slam the nearest thing, which is Krill.
Okay. Actually, is he moving adjacent to me?
Technically, he is appearing, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so I guess not. That will miss anyway, so be sad.
Spends a free action to return to its normal form in an occupied space adjacent to a square of the wall. Is what he was doing. So that's fine, and then Wall Golem 1 also rolled high on initiative. And is unsurprisingly going to show up there. It is going to do the same thing, except it's going to appear there. Because that's also next to the wall, and it's going to slam Elevaz. Sadly, it can't get CA because it needs to be adjacent to the wall instead of partly in the wall, according to what I copied from the companion. It doesn't get CA because it doesn't actually flank. And probably misses. Yeah, I saw your AC. Now it is Victor's turn.
Cool. I'll delay until after Aurora, please.
Alright, Volk.
Is Aurora doing anything else or just Unity? Like any other buffing?
I might do some buffing if you guys want, just to see how this fight goes.
Okay, so we'll up.
So you want me to buff? I can do it. No
No,
problem.
no, I'm saying if you are gonna buff, then I won't take my turn now, so the buff is for my next turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move up to here. I will Shroud Gold.
Okie doke.
Shroud.
What's
Sorry,
Shroud?
I can keep.
Sure.
I'm not incompetent. So that's one Shroud. I will throw down Psychic. Let's go for the Psychic Surge. Actually, if I'm doing that, I can start from. So yeah, Shroud, Psychic Surge. Yeah. So it does not count as an enemy either. The ball.
No.
Okay, good.
Let's go for not. It's an object.
Oh dear.
That's not going to hit anything as far as I can tell.
Oh, screw that. Alright.
You rolled a 6.
I mean, level 11, what can I say?
I mean, maybe I should have given you like a +1 to everything, but who cares?
Alright, so that's a miss. Minor action, I will to my form and I'm done.
Okie doke. Aurora.
Alright, I will move. For 5 into here. I think this is a pretty good
Whoa,
position.
that went weird.
Sorry, do you want me to do it again?
Yeah, you ended up here on my screen after like some kind of weird flickering thing.
Yes, because I don't want to provoke an OA. That's why I went this way.
Okay, that's how you're going. That's fine.
Alright. Let me just double check my positioning. Yeah, this is good. I'm going to use my Metal of Unity.
Alright, everyone gets big defense.
Then I'm going to use. Yeah, sure. I'm going to use the 15 from my dice and use come and get invitation to defeat. This is going to
Okay.
target the gold, the wall, and the wall. 15 is on gold, so I get
Yep.
it for sure. Attacks. I'm just going to. Whatever. Just ignore the first attack because you know.
Yeah, that's going to be the natural 15.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
So natural 15 is a hit. Pretty sure. I mean, yeah, it's a natural 15. Of course, it's going to hit. 40 is obviously a hit.
Let me
22
just
is
check
obviously a
something.
miss.
Sorry, let me just check something because of my route there. I kinda got sidetracked. I kinda got here. Would you still allow me to move here or not? Just tell me this.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Who cares?
Okay, whatever. Gold can get over here.
Yep.
The ball comes with her, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's attached to her currently.
I get my things. Everybody's still in range.
Let's see, weaken save ends on the 2 guys you hit.
This guy is not weakened savings, but he's weakened while he's on my aura.
Yeah, I know how invitation works.
And then I'm going to action point, and when I action point, everybody gains +6 to attack and damage. And I'm going to use a twice power demoralizing strike on all these guys.
Sure.
So if I hit, it's going to be... Oh, extra this. It's going to be 24 points of damage and -7 to their defenses. And here I have this much. Oh,
Wait. Reroll that 28.
All right, thank you. No.
This is too good to let pass.
Okay, so that is going to be instead of 32 versus on gold.
32 would be a hit, yes.
Nice.
So they're all hit for 24 plus 5 for your thing, right?
No, I've already included my thing on it.
Okay, so 24 damage on each of them and -7 to defenses. Ouch.
Don't roll
And
wood,
all
guys.
of us have +6 to hit and damage, so this is going to be
Basically,
insane.
hit.
I'm done.
And just let me add
By the way,
things on
thank
the
you,
last
purple guy, whoever you are.
You're welcome.
Okay, Victor.
Cool. Let's see. Okay. I'll just use one move to go right there.
That is very quick.
I've seen worse uses of a Quicksilver motion, I guess.
Let's see. Let's not do that yet. Okay, this will be against the bottom wall golem and then also against gold.
Okie doke. So those are both hits. 55 on the wall golem.
61 and 44 probably because of my aura. You didn't count my aura in, did you, Victor?
I didn't count the aura, just the 6/6.
Alright, so 61 on the wall golem and 44 on gold.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, and then I'll downgrade my move to a minor, quarry on gold, and then I'll action point.
Oh,
This will
you're
be against the-
you're a super winner. Give me a second because my winning has changed. Do you wish to grant combat advantage, Victor? Because if you do, you get +11 to damage. If you don't, it's only +5.
And Kia gives winning.
I've got to go for winning, actually.
Okay, so what's my bonuses here? I'm gonna attack gold.
If you use everything, you have +17 to damage, +6 to attack.
Holy shit!
Let's use it.
Leaders.
The power of
And I'll,
leaders.
That's all I have to say.
I'll use my 14 from the dice on this one.
You're gonna use your 14 on attack with a +6?
No.
It's not +6. Technically, it's +13 by now.
And
but okay.
-7 defenses. Don't
Yeah.
forget
And
minus
combat
defenses.
advantage.
I didn't
You
know
basically
that you got-
auto hit.
All right.
You
Watch me roll.
don't roll a
Don't
1
roll a
is
1.
a fairly good reason to not try and roll a 1. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I'll apply the. It'll be 42, 36, and 37 to the golem.
So let's see, 42 plus...
36
No, wait,
seconds,
it
sorry.
doesn't get invitation damage. And then 36 to the golem, you say? To the wall
The
golem.
golem and gold.
Oh, interesting. It double taps. Gold is bloodied. Should probably have used a thing, but who cares? She gets her turn after this. The wall golem is also bloodied, and it does have a reaction.
Oh shit.
Because you basically hit it so hard that it falls over.
What?
Okay then. Oh no!
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
So let's see. It is weakened, but it has no other penalties to attack. Oh, why do I not have like several rolls in this? I'm bad. Let's see. It has plus 18.
Oh, thanks for the credit.
So yeah, so that's a 34 fortitude on Krill, 29 fortitude on Kia, which is a miss because mantle, and a crit on Hulk.
Thanks.
So it's 16 on the hit, and how much on the crit?
So I don't want you to crit because that's quite a lot of stuff. Let's not
It's
have you crit.
weakened, so
Oh yeah, it's weakened, isn't it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it should be what? Let's see, 48
another
plus
8,
8.
so 40.
Essentially.
So take
And Kia is missed for what? 32, half.
Okay.
8.
Krill will get hit, so
So yeah,
Push
you're
me.
pushed there and prone. Pushed to the corner and prone.
how dare you not push me next to someone? Someone come and stand next to me so I can teleport up.
And hang on, it gets removed from play until the end of something because it got bloodied.
What?
That's what happens when it gets bloodied. At the start of it uses topple and it's removed from play. At the start of its next turn, it reappears in an unoccupied space within or adjacent to the squares it last occupied.
That's pretty cool. So he just
I've stolen this completely from the compendium. I changed some numbers to make it AL appropriate.
So he basically just falls over and melts with the floor.
No, he just falls over in like a ton of bricks.
He is now a pile of bricks. He is not an opponent.
Yes,
Okay, good.
exactly. He is a pile of bricks.
Could say that this attack hit you like a ton of bricks.
Exactly. That's the entire reason I decided to use these monsters to make that joke.
I'm about to leave the stream. In case you missed it, I'm gonna apply the Blade Storm to a gold, and then that's my turn.
Okay, Blade Storm is 6 damage.
Here's a good question though. This is a little in advance. Can those bricks be targeted? I'm guessing no.
No, they are removed from
No,
play.
Wall Golem 2 is currently removed from play. It cannot be targeted and cannot do anything either. It will return at the start of its next turn.
Okay.
Okay, Gold's turn. She is Savan's weakened, which is annoying. So let's see, what is she going to do? She is going to shift back 1. Not the ball. She is going to shift back. Stupid. Alright, so the ball starts in her square. It's going to use the attack command to start. It's going to move 1, 2. God damn it. 2 back.
Lost it, well done.
3, 4, 5 into Victor space. 6, 7 into Aurora's space.
I have a question. First, does it provoke when he's doing this? And second,
It does not.
and
It's a
second,
spirit companion.
if
it's basically a shaman companion, yeah.
who is attacking basically for purposes of reactions?
Gold is making the attack through the ball.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt the ball once she gets adjacent to me. So after she attacks all of us, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because the
I-
path is basically...
So let's see. She doesn't have any attack penalties that I need to take into account.
That's the path it's taking.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and then it's
before she gets to Victor, I'm going to attack the ball. I am going to react to her entering my square by using couplet of something.
Sure, I have no idea what this does, but let's find out what happens.
Oh, by the
she
way,
has-
should I have also targeted the ball with my -7 to defenses? I did.
No, the ball is...
Yeah.
No.
Think of it like
You
a
know,
spirit
attack by
companion. It's a
being
shaman
ranged
spirit
attack
companion.
close.
Okay, gotcha.
So no one is hit because Mantle of Unity.
Excellent.
Well, this is probably going to be a waste, but whatever. I already decided to attack it, so.
Wait, I'm reacting too.
Oh, you're reacting too? Okay, then you react instead. Maybe it's better that way.
All right,
Uh-oh.
give me some reactions.
But I'm lagging. Zay, grab my token real quick.
Sure.
Are you
I'm gonna use.
Curtain of Steel?
I'm gonna encounters, Curtain of Steel, CA, yes.
Which doesn't
due to
apply
cunning
because
property.
it is not an enemy adjacent to you. It is the ball.
It's gonna be on top of me though, right? So that's
The
like
ball
an
is not an enemy. It is a spirit companion.
Oh, damn it!
I
Yup.
mean,
Never mind.
spirit companions are still enemies.
Yeah, no.
No,
Yeah,
No.
I'll let you
Yeah,
have.
But
yeah,
also,
yeah,
it's gold
yes,
attacking
I
you,
guess.
not the balls. You already said that.
Well, either way, if I can, I will. If I can't, it's all good.
I mean, yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
allow it. It makes sense.
let's move along. I think it's making you go too slow on this, and it's not really necessary.
I mean, who cares? You have a million attack bonus, so it's probably gonna hit unless you roll a 1. Let's see, you have like a +6 to attack, I believe, so yeah, it definitely hits the ball because it would have her defenses.
That's 30 damage,
Which
then the ball
means-
disappears.
It returns to her space when it gets that. Stupid. Stop snapping to red.
Oh, I thought it dies. Damn it.
No, it returns to her square when that happens.
It does some damage to gold though, so it's not
Yeah.
wasted.
Yeah, she takes 20 damage for that.
Alright.
So desperate times clearly call for desperate measures. The ball is in her square, but she has like 3 people in close burst 2 anyway. So let's see, she still doesn't have any attack penalties. Please tell me I put several things into this one. Yes.
You did. And I think that will hit both me and Victor.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah, I
nice.
put miss half damage and pulled 1 square to this. That's what I did. So
I'll take 16. And
yeah, Alavas is missed, takes what, 16, half. So Alavas takes 8, is pulled there. Yeah, you're pulled there. Victor is pulled there.
Oh shit, I forgot something. Sorry. Victor, you should have 9 temps, and so should I.
Sweet.
Just
She is then
Victor
going to
won.
action point.
Oh, I still
Yes.
don't have the thing that makes me say you're a loser. So sad.
Because you know she is not going to get another turn, so she might as well. Still no bonuses or penalties to attack that I'm aware of.
I'm going to have to interrupt that. That's a bit too much damage for my liking.
Sure, I mean, she's weakened, so it's only 14, but you take no damage then.
No, I actually. get
Actually,
hit
he
for-
takes 6 damage.
Oh yeah, because the damage is reduced and then it's halved.
I mean, I don't think you really need to use that. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. It's used, so
I'll use
that
it.
happens. You guys take some damage. If you're hit, you take half if you're missed, and there's a zone that slows you if you start your turn there or enter it.
Is it an attack or is it just an effect? It's an effect, right?
The zone is in effect, yes.
Okay.
Because, you know, you need to be a jerk in Paragon. She's going to try and save against weakened. She fails, and her turn is over. Iron is slowed. It's gonna move, take 2 steps. And let's see who is around. Alavas didn't get knocked prone, I see.
Rocket boom.
Oh, wait, shouldn't we all be prone because of shockwave? I thought myself. Oh no, it's just pull, not prone. Okay. never
Yeah,
mind.
it's just a pull on the miss. But, you know, yeah, I mean, Aurora, you're down, but he's still going to. So what he's going to do is this.
I also like how you made that close burst 2 pull 2 on account of dwarves.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I did things, but I think the intent was for one target to possibly be pulled into the ball space and the other
I
one's...
suppose so.
So yeah, let's see, Rocket Grab against Alavaz. He has no bonuses or penalties. 32 reflex should be a hit.
No, that's a miss. Remember, I have concealment.
That is true, you do. So that's a miss then. Fair enough. This does
And
not
that's
miss.
a-
Well, it does
that's a
mark you as
melee
an
attack?
effect.
No,
That
that's
is a
a
range
range.
attack.
Damn it.
It marks you as an effect. He gets that color, I think. No, wait, that's what Victor is using.
And the second attack is against
yellow?
me, right?
Sorry? Yes, the second rocket grab is going to be on Aurora. -2 because you're prone.
Shouldn't you also get covered
Yes.
because she's behind me?
Yeah, that too,
Not
but
that
it
it
missed
matters.
anyway.
Who even pays attention to that?
Exactly. He is very sad that he missed with both of those. Does he need to action point at this point? I don't think he wants to, actually. Or does he? Yeah, he probably... I mean, what he's going to do, he's going to action point for another one of those.
Is
Yeah,
the
well,
correct
yeah.
answer.
Yeah, he's going to action point and try to pull Alabaz again. And fail spectacularly. Krill.
Yep.
Don't roll a 2. That's my advice. Anyway, Krill will stand up, then use fun powers. Let's see, I have like a +6 power bonus to attack and
No
change
power
that
bonus
to a
there.
13 for minus defenses. Or,
Yeah. None of my
Okay.
bonuses are power. They are untyped.
Oh, cool. So just whatever, it's still a bonus to attack. So I don't think she's granting CA for any reason. Gold? No? Okay.
Doesn't look like it unless you...
I'm pretty much
like-
auto-hitting anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then I have +6 to damage for reasons.
Yeah, that'll hit for 47.
Actually, I can end up here to get combat advantage.
Not that
Sure.
it matters.
Do you do extra damage on CA?
No, I just have
I'm
the
going to
CA
remember
for...
that she actually has a thing that is an interrupt that doesn't really make a lot of sense when she already has the ball with her, but let's see. I don't think this actually does an attack.
By the
when
way,
this
it should be 6 extra damage on there because of my aura, probably.
Oh yeah, the aura, so...
And that just misses, I think.
I mean, it's not actually attacking anyone, I think, because it will move into her space when it's already in her space, so it's not moving at all, but she gains resist 10 until the end of Krilik's turn.
Oh, well, that's just rude. That is rude.
I mean, she has,
Alright.
like, very little HP left, so...
Ha. Yeah, let's claw at her. So, that was actually 53 damage from that first attack, because
Yeah,
aura.
it's all taken.
Yeah, so I have this, and I do this, and there's that, and then there's this. 48 for 30 damage.
Yep, so 20 damage.
Yep. Does that kill?
No! I should move the ball so you can see your health bar.
I'm
Damn.
super sad.
The crit would have been nice.
It really would have. I have nothing else to do, and I don't... I already used the aura, so it's only once per turn. Alright, someone else will have to finish her off.
I will finish her off. Then I get to
I mean,
transfer my
well-
shrouds.
Okay, whatever. My turn is done.
Okie doke, IKEA.
Volk, did you really want someone to stand next to you?
No, because there's no one else for me to teleport to.
Okay. Then I won't stand next to you. Let's just go ahead and make the other golem's life sad. I'll move Oh, he's moved forward. I don't actually need to move that far. Let's go there. That's probably enough. Yeah, the other's going to run away from me anyway, so... I actually don't need to heal anyone. And let's just go with making this guy's day bad on the Iron Golem. Let's rebuke some violence on him. Let's not be violent, Mr. Golem. Let's all be friends. So on that
should be
note,
it.
cool. So he can't attack save ends.
Can't attack save ends. Okay, that thing will do for that.
And he has a -5 penalty to that saving throw as long as none of you guys attack him. So don't fucking attack him until we've killed everything else.
That
Cool.
makes my plans a little easier.
Go and kill something else. Yeah. Oh no, the Iron Golem, not the.
Oh, my bad. Be gone with that. On iron.
Just noticed what you'd put the thing on. Yeah. And well, I don't need to heal anyone, so yeah, turn done.
Yeah, because I mean, while gold and iron are technically golems, I assume that golem meant the one who actually had golem in the token name. Sorry. Elvas then.
So sadly, I am slowed because of the zone.
Yes.
Is it save ends?
No, it's end of your next turn.
Okay.
Or start of next turn, I think. Where the I'm gonna run the macro again. It was from this.
Oh yeah, I forgot the slow. So technically, Krill would have to end up right here, and thus cannot be flanking. But
Yes,
whatever.
it's start of next turn.
Okay, start next turn. Okay, then not that it matters much. Still, it's gonna be the same turn. Wait, am I within range?
Don't
Yes,
hit him.
I am.
Don't hit him. Hit this one.
Oh, right. Forgetting I can't hit him. Okay, then this is gonna be a simple turn then. So first, Wolfden's move action, getting +1 to all defenses. Shift 1 to get the hell away from there. Then Wolfden's attack.
All right. Are you violating mark?
Oh
No,
yeah,
wait. He can't attack anyway, but you take a -2 because you're marked.
yeah. Okay, so I have -2. Yeah, I'm still gonna attack.
But you still pretty much auto hit.
Yeah. Oh right, thanks for reminding me. I have to add the plus.
You're at +11 total without counting here.
Is that counting the -2?
Yes.
I mean, you're probably gonna hit. You hit for 26 damage.
I'm scared about hitting her though. I don't want to kill her because Volk will lose her mantles. Oh well, not gonna.
Shrouds.
Yeah, shrouds. Sorry. So send a fury of blows on the wall golem number 1.
Takes 7 more.
Slide him up and down so he stays in the same spot. And I get the free action from my wolf's den.
Sure.
Just a thing. Can you wait? Can you slide him adjacent to me?
Oh sure, no problem.
So technically, the enemy just moved into my square, right? So I can
He
shoot off my
technically
range.
enters a square next to you. Yes.
So I'm going to activate my couple of deceptive weakness. So, but I'm prone, so, but I have that, so. Holy shit! Let's re-roll that. I'm tired of fucking rolling like shit.
Holy crap, that's your third one.
I'm just going to re-roll this. Well, it's better. It's going to be 30 lots because of extra stones. 30,
Hit.
Yeah,
So-
it gets a +4, so 7.
They have AC 30. You hit.
Okay, so it's 23 damage from me, and let's say, Victor or Krill, one of you can just move adjacent to the golem and use the melee basic against that. Shift. Sorry, Jason.
Krill will.
Yeah, Victor is
Are you
prone, so
okay with
can't
that,
shift.
Victor?
Victor's prone, so you can't shift.
Victor is prone, yeah,
Oh.
so you need to do it, Will, actually. You can shift 5 squares and smite him.
Excellent. I will ready my MBA. Let's see, I have CA and other shenanigans, so that's a total of like plus 15 to the attack. And yes, I will do that, and there'll be that shenanigans.
You hit for 43, bloodying it.
Oh,
no.
fine, now it gets to do the thing.
Yeah. So let's see. It doesn't want to topple over gold, which means it can either get Aurora and Victor, or Alabaz, or Krill and Kia. Let's go for, well, the guy who downed it this time. So close +5 on Krill and Kia.
Great, another bloody wall falls on me.
It's okay,
Yep.
Kia, you can take
These
it.
guys are hilarious, aren't they? Let's see, it has no penalties to attack. But it is weakened because it's next to Aurora, and I still don't have more than one roll in this. Rolls a 7 misses both of you because Mantle is still up. So you take half of 31, which would be
7, I think.
7.
Oh, and you bloodied it, Krill. Good job.
Yay, I did
gain
things!
Gain 9 temps, I'll gain 9 temps.
And it is removed from play until the start of its next turn, which is instantly coming up. Anything else for Alabaz's turn?
No, I'm basically done. Yeah, that's everything. Yeah, I'm done for now.
Okie doke, Wall Golem 2. It's going to reappear. Exactly where it was. Let's see. Yeah, it was weakened after it had its turn, so it hasn't had a chance to save against this yet. Right. And let's see, what does it want to do? Oh yeah, by the way, I never showed you their traits, so you couldn't technically get CA for that, but you would have hit anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, they essentially have all-around vision.
Ooh, okay. Well, it's too late to check that. I've been counting CA, by the way, so I don't think it would have mattered much, though.
I mean, this is only for the
yeah.
wall golems. You can flank gold and iron. But what this one will do is, well, it's next to a Kia, so might as well slam, right?
Come on and slam.
Yes.
If you wanna jam.
That should be a miss for obvious reasons. It's going to action point and do it again because it's still an elite. And do like 9 damage. Because it's still weakened, it's going to save against weakened. And succeeds. Wall Golem 1.
Hey, we got her to reappear immediately. What a master plan.
Indeed, it is the master plan. The masterest of the plans. Let's see. There's a prone Aurora next to it, so it's going to attack you.
Maybe I was a bit mean to her.
Looks like a miss to me.
Yes.
And then it's
wait,
going to spend an action point, and
did you count combat advantage?
I did.
Okay.
Let's see.
It uses an action point to bugger off.
To enter wall form. And there's going to be a wall there.
Wow, that's
Aye.
incredibly rude.
What a dick.
Oh no.
So yeah, it is 3 squares high, which is incidentally the height to the ceiling. It has resist 20, all one in wall form, and it can't do anything really. Bulk.
So this thing blocks line of sight, I assume.
Yes.
Well, shit.
A teleport would be nice to. Oh right, block line of sight.
Yeah,
Never
you guys
mind.
did really well. Like the half the master plan was sort of pull some people in and then wall them and have the golem slam on the guys trapped on the side of the wall, preferably without any leaders on that side. But anyway, I digress. Volk, please take your turn.
I got nothing now.
Kill the golem that isn't in wall form.
How? I have no damage on it.
You have +6/+6. It's got to help somehow.
It'll help somehow. No. Alright.
It also still has the -7 to defenses, so yes, you hit it. But
I'm gonna have to double move. Okay, I will crawl 1, 2, 3 to here.
if you're planning to go over the wall, it is the height to the ceiling, so it is completely blocking and we cannot get past it.
I deny your blocking.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Damn.
So I will action point.
Do you wish to grant combat advantage to your targets?
Sure. Hit me anyway.
So you are currently at +6/+17.
Can't give you my bonus.
Actually,
because
I
I've got
don't
these.
need. Actually, no, because I'm not going to need that to finish her off. At least I would hope not.
I mean, you will only grant CA to her, so.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I
Alright,
mean,
so
basically your bonuses would almost be enough to finish her off at this point.
anyway, so I'll shadow dart. So I'll trigger my shroud. I mean, the shroud damage should be enough to kill her. I'm not going to add the bonuses. She's going to die.
Yeah, assuming any of that is auto damage, probably yes.
Cold vulnerable. Have that. This is that. This is added on.
Yeah,
I can roll the shroud damage if you want me to.
You don't have to. She had
Yeah, I
19
don't
HP.
think so.
Oh wow, just my extra damage is +23, so that's
Yeah. I will transfer the 2 shrouds to this jerk.
Sure.
Minor
let's see.
action sustained by form. Free action, I will shroud this guy.
Yeah, hang on.
I'm done.
So you're basically throwing some shrouds on the wall.
Yes.
All right. Because gold went down, this is going to happen.
Oh.
He's going to remove the slow and enter that space.
Oh, in that case, I'll throw my shrouds on him.
Fair enough. It's fine. Regains, well, hit points equal to he's back at max. He basically gains gold's good defenses in addition to his own. He's faster, blah blah blah. He now has jab power. That's a minor action attack. He gains back an action point, and he gets an aura 2, which I will reveal. So what he basically does is he sort of I guess kneels down over the lifeless puppet that was gold, and sort of it almost looks as if he's weeping, but not really. And then he picks up the ball and sort of this little thing, what the heck do you call it? The hatch in his chest sort of opens and he enters, and he puts the ball in there and sort of snaps it into place. And as he does that, sort of his movements become faster and he starts crackling with electricity. So yeah, if you enter, you can see the aura now, right?
yes.
If you enter or start your turn there, you take 12 lightning.
That sounds like
I mean,
fun. I'm done.
Clearly, yes. Turn down for Volk. You shrouded people. Aurora.
Standing up, sustaining, and who has a better MBA, Volk or Victor?
I do not have an MBA.
Ranged basic also is also.
I have an RBA, but it's throwing a dagger.
So
Victor
not
is the
you
one.
is
No.
what you're telling me.
No,
right?
do not enable me
Okay.
unless there is not a better
Okay.
option.
Okay, so I'm going to use Victoria's Smite on Iron, I guess.
Don't do it.
He no longer. Wait, didn't he just save from not being able to attack?
No, he got rid of the slow to move over there.
Okay.
Oh, so wait,
he's still not able
he's still
to
unable
attack.
to attack?
He still has can't attack save ends, yes.
Oh, then let's not do that. I guess we are going to attack the wall, Victor. Let's go. Let's go.
Go on, Victor, get that wall.
I'm just going to use Victorious Might on the wall. Does the wall grant CA? I'm not sure how this works. I guess it cannot grant CA anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It can't be flanked because it has all-around vision, and I don't see any conditions on it that would make it grant CA.
Yeah, gotcha. So just normal. I guess that misses, right?
That does miss, actually.
Well, I'm rolling like a beast today, but it doesn't matter because the effect is Victor. You can shift up to 3 squares, which you can't, but you can still smack the wall. You will be doing so at plus 12, plus 18.
Okay, so 32 is already a hit. How much of the damage bonus is included in the 24?
Just 6, so an additional 12, I believe. 36 damage.
So 16, effectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping for a bit more, but oh well.
I mean, they have resist 20 in wall form.
Yeah, I know.
Anything else for Aurora?
No, I'm pretty satisfied with how things are right now.
Okie doke. Victor.
Okay, so they're in wall form. Is he blocking, like, my line of sight?
Yeah, he's in wall form. He's blocking terrain. He blocks line of sight and line of effect too.
By the way, everything is gone. Good luck, guys.
Okay, taking 12, standing up. I guess I'll just quarry this wall.
Alright, I'm adding it to the actual token on the GM layer that you can see. Let's see, one of those is a hit.
Oh crap! So I did nothing.
So the hit
That's
does
it.
19 and 6, so 25, so it takes 5.
Oh, sweet.
If I understand it correctly.
Yes.
All right, that's it for me.
Is that including Invitation to Defeat, though?
Oh no.
So that's another 6. Because it is still adjacent to Aurora, and you did sustain, I believe.
Yes, I did sustain.
So yeah, it takes the Invitation damage as well.
But don't forget that my extra 2 attack and damage is gone, so I'm not sure where he's getting the other extra 6. I thought the 25 was including my invitation.
The 6 is Quarry,
Okay, gotcha.
because that is extra damage on the hit, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, it is.
Okie doke. Anything else for Victor?
So if I do my Blade Storm, it's not going to do anything, huh?
I mean, it has resist 20, so no. You could
I
do it on
Blade
Iron,
Storm
but that would make him not
that
take
break
the minus the penalty to save it.
Okay,
guess
I'm not going to do
It's
anything then.
making an attack, so if Blade Storm isn't an attack, then it would still work and not disable the penalty.
It has like weird wording, like it might be like a weird OA, but not really, I guess. I don't know.
It's basically auto damage. So if auto damage doesn't remove the save penalty, then
Yeah, I checked the wording earlier. It says makes an attack. So Alavaz's flurry of blows would trigger it, but auto
yeah, 'cause
damage
that's an
would
attack
not.
power. This is just a thing that's not an attack as far as I'm concerned.
He should also take extra 6 from me. If he
Oh
Wait.
yeah, sure.
Would that count the wolf stand then? Because it's a free action. Any enemy that gets near me gets sits that automatic damage.
That's part of the attack power, so that's dubious. I'm not sure. Well, let's see. He can't really do much of anything being where he is. He will shift to there because then he also gets Vulcan's aura. And, well, can't attack means he can't do a lot of things. Everyone's marks falls off because that's end of turn.
this zone should be gone, right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
is
that
it
one
open
is
counter?
gone because Gold would have had her turn right before Iron. Yeah, he can't do anything, so he will attempt to save against this. Can't attack. -5, but +2 because he's an elite.
He can total defense.
Yeah, he can do that. That's probably what he should do. He couldn't have readied an action to save to attack when he gets out of this. So yeah, he total defenses. Krill.
By
All
the way,
right.
This guy also has no longer -7 to defenses. That should be pretty clear, but
Yeah, so their minuses to defenses fell off. Other things fell off, I think. So,
everything on purple fell off from my side.
yeah. Krill is going to shift over here. Then do some things against Wall Golem 2.
Okie doke.
But first, we will quarry it. So, apply green mark, please.
Yep.
And then we do... I don't think I have CA, so there's just that. I will not do that, and I don't have any damage oh, I do have 1 damage bonus, but that's it. Hey!
Well, one of those is a crit.
Yes, and I do fun things on a crit.
Alright, how much damage is it?
First of all, we will apply that.
Gets maximized because you apply it to the crit, presumably.
Also,
Yep.
your Paragon, it's no longer D6.
I'm using Hobbling Strike. It's 1 less.
Okay, I got you.
1 less die.
Give me a number, please.
So, I have a macro to roll. So no, I will not do that, and yes, I will do this.
The 29
I'm
is a
guessing
miss.
29. Well, that's sad. Anyway, so yes, that will be.
Is that including what does that include though? Because you would have CA because you slowed him, right?
I
That's how you roll.
included everything that I know of.
Okay, 29 is a miss.
So- Yeah.
think
Actually,
75 and
can I
6?
turn that? So the magic AC number is 30. Yes.
Yeah,
I turn that into a hit.
sure. Nice. Okay, so how much
Coins
damage
of
total?
good luck. I discovered them, and they are awesome. So yes, that will be.
Is it triple digits?
$94 damage.
94. He's still alive.
Darn.
Go on, Kia, kill it. You can do it.
I can't.
I don't think he does even have a
Just
one
punch
single
it.
damage
Just
power.
punch it.
I hate to use. Oh no, I don't have any attacks left. That makes me sad.
It's your own fault for threatening one person all the time.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. However, if it makes an attack against me and misses, then I get to do more fun things. So
Sure.
please hit me on your turn.
It's stupid, so it just might. But you're done, so it's Kia's turn.
It is also marked, so it takes a -2 to attack anyone other than
Yeah,
me.
so it's probably gonna hit you.
If I send out a burst here, would it affect the people the other side of the wall?
Good question. No,
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, it's hitting a wall.
because you
It
need
will
line
just
of effect to
deflect
each
off the
square of the
sides.
burst. I
It would
believe.
follow the same rules as just a normal wall, I'd assume, which means you can't center it here, you have to center it.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dull. In that case, well, the other golem's pretty much sorted out, so I don't think I need to deal with that golem. So the one that is currently a wall.
Can you move it?
No, I can't move it. I'm not that kind of. I can give you all CA and get bonuses to it though. So, oh, actually no, that doesn't give vulnerability. It's going. When's it acting? It's not on the initiative. rule.
after all of ours.
It's acting right after the other wall golem.
Oh, yeah. One
I'm
goes
just
after
wondering
two.
if it's going to stay as a wall. I don't think it will actually, will it? Because that wouldn't make much sense.
Probably not.
Odds
No.
are it's going to use topple on its turn.
Yeah, that actually makes no sense if I do that then. So I will just go "Huh," and denounce it. I denounce you, you wall. Does it have any negative defenses that I can't see?
No.
It doesn't look like it now. It's quarried by Victor, but that's the only effect I know that it's on it.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, 30 versus the walls, Will.
That should be a hit. Yes, Will is its worst defense.
Okay, it takes a -5 to attack and defenses, and it is dazed.
The better question is, why don't you have, what's it called, banishment? Or...
So dazed, -5 to attack, -5 to defenses.
There you go. And I can't see anyone else, so never mind. Nothing else to do. I suppose I'll move there because I know Krill likes to spend his time alone with his enemies.
Yes. Trust me, you don't want to see what the bug does in his alone time.
I mean, if you had been the only adjacent creature, it would have died. Alamas,
This is very true.
Oh yeah, dismissal. Why don't you have dismissal? You could have just dismissed it.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna delay my turn because I can't attack above, and attacking the one was useless. And I'm pretty sure that I'm delaying until the wall golem is no longer a wall.
Sure. So I'll put you after that. Wall Golem 2. Well, it doesn't have an action point. It doesn't have much else to do. It could turn into a wall and try to blend into its surroundings in order to survive, but it's not that kind of thing. So it's going to slime Krill. Did you have an interrupt for that?
I do not, but I have a reaction if it misses me.
Fair enough. It doesn't have any bonuses or penalties to hit you that I'm aware of. Miss.
Okay, now things happen. I get my full suite of bonuses. And
I mean, if you do 5 damage to it, it's dead.
yeah. Essentially.
It's gone. It collapses into a pile of bricks that will not recompose into a golem.
Or topple?
Hurrah. This is actually the first time I have used those Counter-Strike guards, so woohoo!
No, it does not topple on death now.
Thankfully.
It would have been fun if it did, but that's not how it works. Sadly, that's only when it's bloodied.
Oh man, if that one
Wall
topples on
Golem
iron,
1.
you can turn off the...
There's one of my allies makes an attack. It's an ally.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it could and probably wants to topple over the 4 people, including Iron, because this isn't friendly.
4 people and iron versus 2 people. No contact. Besides, he total defense, right?
I
Yeah.
can't do anything
Also,
anyway.
if he attacks Tyrant, he can negate Tyrant's bonus to saving throws.
Also,
Wait,
these are
what-
gone, right, Aaron?
Would
Yes,
that
I've
work
told you.
considering?
So yeah, the wall just collapses over in that direction.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it did have a penalty to attack, didn't it?
To
-5
attack.
to attack.
Defense isn't this weakened.
It is adjacent to you, take no damage mod, but is weakened. Right, I keep forgetting. Well, it misses iron at least.
Put more rolls.
Yeah, I haven't had the time to change the macro while doing things, so it has +13 effectively.
Wow, you missed me. Congratulations.
So
Misses me.
26,
thankfully.
28, 24, 15.
Nobody would have hit me, but since I had concealment, because I slid him, yay.
It's a burst. Doesn't care about your concealment.
Yeah, it doesn't care about your concealment.
Oh, god damn it, then it hits.
So I'm wish one 24.
Doesn't it have to start next
Yeah,
to the wall?
it's 24 on Aurora.
Doesn't it have to appear adjacent to the wall?
Appears in an unoccupied space within or adjacent to the blast's area.
Oh, with the blast room.
So, where am I going?
Oh yeah, you get pushed. It doesn't. Yeah, it did have a legal push because the hit happens before the thing, so I guess you can be over there.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I forgot. No. Since I delay, I lose my end of turn defenses, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
I think that's that end at the end of
Correct.
turn and when you delay as well.
Anything that's good for
Then
you
yeah.
that's end of turn ends when you delay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, not good, but
Okay, well, it was dazed, so that's the only action it gets.
This is still damage, so 13.
Things have happened. It should do half damage to iron, so 13. But it was weakened, so
Half.
half of 13, which is 6. Okay, Alabas, now you may take your turn.
I'm prone, correct?
Yes, you
Yes,
were
it
not
is,
prone
sir.
because you were hit by this thing.
Jesus.
It's actually super weird because wall form is technically polymorph keyworded, so I think a polymorph power would take them out of it. Somehow.
Get a
Even though it
rich
doesn't
witch and
make
turn
sense
him
to
into
me.
a frog.
Yes. You turned the wall into a frog.
I approve.
So you take 12 damage for starting your turn in Nyra's aura. Lightning, if that matters.
Well, I'm gonna stand up. And I'm going to use my second wind because it's all I can do right now.
You guys really don't want to make him lose his save penalty, do you?
Nope.
Wait,
It's
I
my-
thought we were going to attack him now because didn't he lose his save penalty from getting attacked by
No,
the
it
golem?
has to be an ally that attacks him.
Okay. Oh.
Ally of mine, that is.
Alright, second win. Anything else for Alabas? And you're probably no longer slowed.
Yep. No longer slow. I stood up and plus the 2 to defenses. I'm done. Oh, also no longer concealed from anybody.
Sure.
Volk, are you going to attack Iron or not
No.
really?
No, I mean, we're not attacking him, so I'll away.
Okay. Then never mind what I just said.
So, my turn.
Yes, unless you want to delay.
So, fourth shroud on iron, minor action sustained form, teleport over to. See, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And I guess we'll attack the war golem. So, give it a bit of minding.
Messing with its brain.
It's dazed.
It is dazed.
It's good.
And minus
It's
5
like-
to defenses.
Yeah, -5 to defenses as well.
Adjacent to an enemy. Unfortunate, it is not cold vulnerable. So many. Oh well, that.
That is a hit.
I'm done.
And let's see, where is this cold vulnerable icon? There it is. Okay, Aurora.
Move sustained charge.
Charge 1.
What?
I thought you said
Oh, move,
sustain
sorry,
charge.
okay. Oh yeah, also the aura damage, let's take that. 12, he said?
Alright, so it took... yeah, 12.
So he currently is, so it's 8. And here... I think... Yeah, should be this, I think. 25, where's CC for 25 points of damage?
Okie doke. Taken. And you charge, so you're done, I presume?
Mhm.
Victor.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to the golem and.
How much is the lightning damage again?
12.
13? Oh,
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll take my 12.
So, if we're making sure that the Iron Golem survives, could Aurora have moved here instead? Because I want my Prime Punisher bonuses. Because I'm sure
Okay.
Victor will kill this wall.
Well, you're not gonna get them because Alabas is
Yeah,
still
Alabaz
facing
is
fire.
there.
Oh, well, fine. Alright.
Sorry.
I'll take Aurora's extra damage then.
The 31 is a hit, the 29 is a miss. No, wait, there's a -5 to defenses. Yeah, it's gonna die.
Oh.
And now Iron's about to get pummeled.
Yep. At least he's done some damage with his aura, because
I
that's
wonder
not
if he
shut down.
saves before he dies. That's the question.
That's a very good question. I don't think he will, because you guys still have like action points and Novas left.
I mean, are you gonna
Well,
spit?
I mean, he
Novus?
goes
That's the real
now.
question.
He
Yeah,
goes
he
now,
goes now.
so-
He can't attack. He needs
Yeah,
to
so
make a saving
I'm
throw.
saying I wonder if he saves before he dies.
Yeah, that's what you meant.
That's my turn.
Okie doke. Let's see. Yeah, he can't do much else. He can't get more people than 3 in the aura. I mean, he could, yeah, because he would need to move and not shift. And he does not want to provoke 3 times. He will total defense again, I guess, and attempt to save.
What? Provoking 3 times would be so much fun, man.
He only has to provoke once. He could shift and then move.
This is true. He could shift.
But then he wouldn't get to total defense.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, getting 4 people in there is fine. Or you can take a basic.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a basic since he already spent a move in the standard, right?
But then if you attack him, is your attack worth it?
I mean, is there a reason not?
It doesn't matter because we'll kill him out before he gets to
That's
attack
true.
anyway.
Oh wait, it's not this one. It's a Virtuous Strike. Where do I have that? It's been such a long time since I used this damn power. Maybe, oh, I probably called it. Yeah, Encounter Melee Basic. That makes more sense. So I don't think I have a bonus to attack currently. So just damage. I hit
Just a
for
hit.
29 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, 29.
He takes it. He no longer has the penalty to saves, and he attempts to save because it's still a save and effect.
Don't do it.
Natural one?
Oh, you would have done it anyway.
Well,
He was gonna say one way or another.
Yep. Krell, can you Nova this guy?
Guys, we have to kill him.
I mean, do you want me to unleash my shiny new daily?
Not particularly, no.
Not really, no. Just
Unleash your shiny encounters.
Delay until after me, and I'll give you some extra damage.
I actually used both of my encounters of any worth.
Krill,
But,
if you delay after
yeah,
me,
I'll
give you
delay
some extra
until
damage.
after Kia.
I want damage.
I will send to the burst here, so it hits him and my friends.
I
Don't
don't
worry.
suppose anyone can make him cold vulnerable.
I can make him 10 vulnerable all.
Oh,
What
that's very
else?
nice.
That's very nice. You took 12 lightning for starting your turn. I'm not sure if that matters to you.
Okay, yeah. So 35 versus Will, and he's vulnerable 10 all, and he's dazed. So have fun with that. And each ally can spend a healing surge and gain an additional 17. So Krill and Volk, you can surge plus 17.
The vulnerable 10, we're going to use that one for that.
Oh, actually, that's not included in my thing, but you also get a +2 to attack rolls because I let you spend a surge. So
And
There we go.
he's also
Bonuses.
dazed.
yeah, dazed, vulnerable 10. You two get +2 to your attack rolls. Done. Actually, Victor, why don't you go ahead and take +2 to your attack rolls as well? I mean, you're gonna need to heal eventually anyway.
Throw my healing out, because why not?
There you go. Yeah, heal up to full and then gain pluses to your defenses and shit.
Damn.
Oh, and everyone gains 8 temporary hit points.
This
Why
is
not?
a pacifist cleric for you guys.
Beautiful.
we all gain it? Okay.
Alright.
Everyone with
Go on, Crow. Give him your at-wills.
Yeah, start your turn, take 12 lightning.
Alright. Yeah, I already took my 12 because I had my turn last time, but
Did you?
um,
Because, I mean, you
I
would have.
delayed.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm bad.
Okay, so. Okay, first off, we quarry this guy. And then we do things. When I locate the map, here it is. Okay, so we have CA, quarry, power, bonus to attack. I want to kill it. And then we have Damage bonuses 6 for Aurora's aura.
It's only on the first attack. It's only one attack. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
I'm starting off with a minor action attack, so
30 misses.
that's sad.
After all these bonuses I gave you, come on.
What is wrong with you?
Well, I really wanted to hurt it some more, so I actually took a -2. Because reasons.
Which actually wouldn't have helped. Because
Oh,
this
fine.
guy currently has the same tofu defenses that you did. Which is, yeah, because that would be tofu, but he's a soldier and he got bonuses for gold dying, which means he also gets, like, controller defenses.
Okay, let's see, what else can I use? The gloriousness of Twin Strike.
For the glory of Twin Strike.
Yes, that.
Ah.
Do either of those hit?
Both are hits.
Excellent.
So I see
Okay.
45, and then the thing triggers on the first one, so 51,
Yes.
53. But that's 2 instances, so it's 73.
And also
Yes.
my aura, I think.
Yeah, I included that.
Yeah. Alright, that was my turn. Very productive. Go! Elavaz.
Alavaz
Alrighty
is
then.
confused. It hurts itself in its confusion.
No, I have. I can't be confused. Okay, let's see. Question. Oh no, I can't because I can't. I have to move to get to him.
No
Oh, well.
question, kill it.
I'll try. So I'm gonna move up to here.
Don't be adjacent to me.
Get away from me.
Here,
Fuck away.
up to here. Then doesn't really matter.
I mean, if you want me to hit you, that's okay for you staying there.
Yeah. You
Hell
enter the
no.
aura, you take 12 lightning.
And let's. Yeah, there's no real point in using anything else. So let's go for Tormented Spirit since he's grinding CA. How much does your aura do? 6?
6, yeah.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
That including the plus
42,
10 as
by
well?
which you mean 52, because vulnerability, right? That's not
Yeah.
included in that.
No, I didn't include the vulnerability. Sorry.
That's fine, I like to do it myself. He's bloodied.
And he is weakened until the end of the next turn. Also,
You stopped transmitting sound, but okay, 8 more damage from Flurry,
so
18.
8
which
more.
is 18 because vulnerability.
Yep. Left and right. Will
So
that
he
trigger
stays where he
anything
is.
from your aura?
Sorry?
I'm asking Aurora if that will trigger anything from him.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I'm asking Aurora if sliding him back and forth
No.
will trigger anything.
No.
Okay. Then I think. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Why do you want to go first?
To give him a -7 to defense, it's up to you.
Oh, that. Fine.
guys.
I don't
I
need
think
it.
that.
Fine.
Okay, so I'm going to try to just give him so sustain. I'm going to try to give him a -10 to defenses. If I hit, it's going to be. I'll include vulnerability on this to make things simple. 32, actually 34 points of damage. Sorry about that, I forgot something.
Sure.
And let's just roll. Besides here, I don't have anything else on this guy, do I?
Vulnerable 10.
I mean to attack. I mean. I don't
Doesn't
think I
look
do,
like
right?
it.
So
That's a
36.
hit.
So 34 points of damage, and he has -7 to defenses.
Okie doke. And
Okay,
I guess
let's
it's
kill him.
Oh, you woke.
Minor action sustain, move, teleport over to there, shadow darts him, falling on my shrouds. Combat advantage. I will throw on the vulnerability and the 6. No, 6 I can throw on now. I'll throw on the vulnerability.
I mean, it's probably not even going to matter.
No, probably not. So there's the first step. Here is the sadly there. Here is the shrouds. It's the dark reap.
Okay, so let's see. He has -7 to defenses, which means his reflex is now currently at 24, which means 2 of those are hits. So 29, 34, and 39, plus some vulnerable stuff probably. Either way, it's more than 76, he's gone.
Yeah.
Either way, he's pretty fucked.
Yes, either way he is dead.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we seem to have dealt with that problem.
That is indeed dealt with. I need to go to the bathroom and get myself a new drink, so let's meet at 1/2
Yeah, there's your
Alright,
total,
alright.
132.
Can I get one of your power heals, Q?
Take yourself a short rest in game as well.
Kier at her best.
It's just God.
I don't think he has any more left, so I guess I'll throw you the last one, all of us.
Oh wait, no, I've got some left. Hang on, I just need to work out if I need a healing boost. I don't think I do. Actually, I could do a healing boost, Aurora. I'll do Alavaz because he looks like he's more hurt than me. Yeah, Alavaz, you can take 50 as well.
Okay,
I'm
to
at
keep in
full
mind that
thanks
I'm
to Kier.
nowhere that
That's-
impressive, right? Better use my Majestic because it's at least something not so horrible.
I think Kier needs like 5 points.
Search plus 17.
I would have topped with the search plus 17, not with the plus 50. Jesus.
I think 50 includes everything. But
Yeah, that's
Just-
50 include.
Just wait until Kier gets to Epic and takes the feat that lets you do healing word twice for the cost of 1.
Yeah, two people, and then also I can. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's just disgusting.
What was
I
that feat
really
called?
it's Supreme something like.
Yeah, Supreme Healer.
Supreme Healer, yeah. Use your healing word to target 2 people instead of 1.
Yeah.
It's something that bards, clerics, and warlords do because God knows those classes weren't strong enough. I mean,
Wow, this is really terrible for an epic feat, the Beatific Healer one. Add your Charisma mod to the HP regain for healing word and do powers. Like an extra healer's law. That's not worth an epic feat.
Well,
Epic
to be
feat, that's
fair,
really-
that doesn't
that's-
it doesn't need a surge, so it would make Astral Seal.
True.
It would make
I
Astral
mean, I
Seal
don't think
epic.
it would even be that competitive in heroic, let alone epic.
Well,
I mean,
we've got high charisma. I mean, I'm probably going to get it because what is it? My
Matt would take it for his stream of life.
Astral Seal currently heals 12 for me, so that
Oh,
would
I
be.
suppose
like,
Astral
like-
Seal.
it would be like 20 free hit points at least for that will, which is okay.
I mean, I really like playing with Kim because even though we just like to talk, she's really geared toward defense and I'm really geared towards offense, so that's cool. I don't need to worry about half my job.
Well done.
Oh, I'm going to actually refill my bottle.
Sounds like a good idea, be right back.
I have returned.
I think Andrew just left. By the way,
I don't
anybody
expect
needs
everyone to
surges?
be back.
I doubt anybody needs surges, but I'm just asking. Fuck.
I'm back. Well, Z's back.
Yeah.
Oh. I always forget I have this damn power.
Cool.
That would have been very useful.
I mean, I guess I could have given you an extra plus to hit. Just because, right?
just because.
I mean, it would have made some misses into hits, I think, depending on when you used it.
I had only actions to do it at the very last round, actually. So.
Yeah, sustain minor is kind of a pain in the dung.
I
Well,
mean, it's
welcome
totally
to
worth it, though.
Welcome to Always Volk. I don't have a
Actually,
minor
Dominique
action.
is the worst. But let's see, who is actually back? Is anyone still missing? I have not been paying attention.
I mean, literally, the only reason I do not have a echoing weapon is because I do not have actions to echoing weapon.
I mean, giving up your minor action for resist 10 is pretty good.
How are you getting that?
Yeah.
Black flame form.
Ah, yeah, those shenanigans.
Just get Enter the Crucible, man. It's cheap.
I don't have to spend a search for it. And also, if people hit me, I deal them 10 damage. I'm a minion popper.
Oh, it's an encounter. Okay, I thought. Yeah, if it's an encounter, it's totally worth it. Why weren't you tanking, Volk? What's wrong with you?
Hey, I lost a surge in that fight.
By the way, is Volk a girl? I really can't tell because. Okay. It's because Volk is not a girl, you know. Why did you put him as a girl?
Because it's funnier.
Wait, resist 10 all encounter?
Yes.
Jesus, that's disgusting.
Let's do this and have the girls on one side and the boys on the other.
Assassins have got to have something
Is
useful.
everyone back? I haven't seen it back from Alabas, I think. And maybe someone else. Victor is back, Aurora is back, Volk is back. I think we're waiting on Alabas and Krill is back, okay.
By the way, Volk, just for reference, can you throw me your RBA? Just.
It is...
Also, the bug's gender is bug. I do not ascribe to any human or other race gender ideals.
I'm still going to call him a he, by the way. I'm not going to call you a Z or whatever you want to be called.
No, you call me a she.
No, I was talking about Krillik.
Oh, okay.
The bug shall be addressed as bug.
A Bash attack helicopter?
The bug shall be addressed as Twin Strike.
That's also true, though.
Okay, I think everyone is back now. So, like I said, towards this south end of the corridor was the cafeteria, essentially, or break room, or whatever you want to call it.
We must raid it. We have the munchies.
Important in there. There's some pantries, like with some like stale, pastries in some of them. Otherwise, it's pretty empty.
We raid it for the short rest.
Yes, exactly. In the other direction around this bend here, there were people with hard DC passive perception, and you can tell that there is like some weirdness in the dents in the floor. There's probably pressure plates, and some of it might be like trapped to collapse into pits. So I'm gonna want everyone to roll some skill challenge initiatives.
Oh, come on, man, I need, whatever, my bad. Let's...
Wow, I roll well for the skill challenge.
Yeah, so do I. God damn it.
Who is missing from the list? It's someone. It's Alabas. Okie doke, let's do ascending order because that's how we usually do. skill challenges in the guild as far as I've seen. Alright, so you guys have what appears to be a trapped hallway in front of you. There is, the people with hard DC passive perception can point out, like, where there are, like, obvious changes in the floor. That's probably going to be some triggers. There's a statue at the end of the hallway that looks kind of like, actually, what the hell does it look like? It looks like some kind of demon thing.
Sounds spooky.
Yeah, it's fairly difficult to place. You best guess it's probably some kind of creature that's native to this world that doesn't really appear in most others.
Okay.
But it looks
well,
like kind of like demonic in its features, with like horns and claws and whatnot, and a gaping maw.
does it appear awake or alive even?
Not to your eyes.
Hey Krill, does it appear like it to your eyes?
It does not to his eyes either. It appears to be a stone statue.
All right. Well, just in case it happens to wake up, I'm gonna carefully make my way through the I guess this trapped hallway as quietly as possible.
Okie doke. Give me some stealth. 27. Let's bring up the DCs thing. So let's see. That makes a medium, which counts as success with complication. Which means that as you are sneaking through the hallway, keeping your eye on the suspicious statue, you accidentally step on a certain floor tile, and well, the statue doesn't come to life, but it shoots out a fireball while still being unmoving towards you, and you lose a healing surge for that. Volk, there's still more traps in the hallway, presumably.
I will be boring and disable traps.
Fair enough.
Because apparently these people are incompetent. Oops.
Broken macro.
Yay!
You're missing a bracket.
I am. I don't know how. I haven't changed that macro
I mean,
since I added. I mean, I did the +2, but I didn't change the bracket when I was doing it.
yeah, the bracket is like...
It just randomly disappeared. It's
You
fine.
have an end bracket at the very
Yeah.
end of the macro.
Oh, okay. I must have
Where
put
did
it on
that
this.
come from?
Okay, I know what I did then. I put the +2 in the bracket in the second bracket. Excellent.
Yeah.
That is fixed. Let's do that again. There we go. That's 35.
Alright, you have no issues disabling
27
every
even.
trap you can find. I mean, it's more than hard DC. It's a lot
Yes,
more
I
than
have
hard
my
DC.
Alola.
And no, there's no special reward for being that high above hard DC and rolling a 19. Damn.
I gotta roll something after that pitiful first round.
So yeah, with that, you basically make it through that particular hallway. The hallway turns, and it seems kind of like similar things, where there's some fairly obvious things, like changes in the floor that's, again, probably some manner of traps. Well, yeah, there are hard DC perceptions. Kia is possibly one of them. I forget, but you're wisdom based, so you probably have high stuff like that. There is in the walls what appears to be some manner of electrical circuitry, for lack of a better word, even though that might not exist on this kind of setting. What do you do?
Okay. Oh, there's nothing to talk to. This is terrible.
I could delay you to the next part, I guess.
For now, I think I'll wait for the more physically competent people to do things.
Yes, I will delay you to there for the time being. Krill.
All right. As the master trap spotter, Krill will make sure to point out all the traps and make sure everyone knows that there is absolutely no problem and that we will all make it through here safely because I know where all the traps are. So perception.
Sure. Yep, you easily make it past this entire hallway towards the next towards the door at the end of it, and on the way you point out every single trigger and pressure plate that you can find. Aurora.
Okay, I just came back. So we are going through a maze filled with traps. Is that it?
Yeah, it's basically hallways filled with traps. This one seems to have some manner of electrical circuitry in the walls and pressure plates and switches in the floor. Krill has pointed out basically all of them, but he's the only one who's navigated past them so far.
All right, so I'm going to try to get everybody motivated to get across. Try to get them, ready mentally so they can do this challenge without too much of an asshole. So diplomacy to relax them, maybe.
I'll allow it, definitely. It totally works for retracing Krill's steps and leading everyone else to do so.
Let's do that then. Oh, I did GM roll, sorry.
That's fine, you rolled 38. It's easily makes hard DC, so you're able to very competently lead everybody across the trapped hallway to the next door. It is not unlocked. It's the only way to go, so I would assume that you go there. Past this door, you guys see a workshop, and all over the tables and some of the shelves and in some storage boxes along the floor, you see basically doll-like things in various stages of completion. Some are missing their heads, or some features some of them just have eyes just popping out of not really a face, just I guess mechanical clockwork parts maybe behind that. There's no faceplate. Some might be missing limbs and whatnot, and it looks pretty creepy. And as you guys enter, you hear many of them start moving and whirring and coming towards you.
Thinking quickly, I think Kia sort of just says an authorization code and says, "Don't worry, we are authorized to view within this area. Stay within your stations and wait for reactivation." Like to bluff the robots.
Sure. Oh jeez.
My gosh.
That is a check that exists. There's no doubt about the check's existence.
The check certainly exists. We are sure of at least that.
That is more than hard plus 10. I think it might succeed.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna count that as 2 successes because that's such a goddamn high roll. It's hard plus easy, and more. So I'm gonna count that as 2 successes. So. Yeah, a lot of them do indeed return to their boxes and shelves and basically go back to wanting to be completed. Some of them communicating back such desires to you, finish me and build me, help me. But not all of them have. But not all of them stop in their tracks though. There's too many of them for you to project your voice to, essentially. Alabas, how do you deal with these?
How about if I don't? So I'm just gonna carefully just slide away into the shadows and just hide myself so that I'm not even considered to be in the room. That'd be nice.
Alright, so are you actually going outside or just sneaking inside the room?
No, just hiding in whatever shadow or corner I can. Apparently, the dice did not agree with me.
The dice do indeed not agree with you, but you make medium DC, which counts as a success with a complication. So what happens is that one of these little dolls they're maybe 1 or 2 feet tall, does indeed walk up to you and sort of just hugs your leg and says, "Friend, we're explosion friends," and then it blows up and you lose a healing surge.
Well, now.
There's not very many of them still active after Kie's talking them down, but there's still a few of them to deal with before you can make it to the other side of the room. Victor.
Okay, well, as a grumpy old man, I'm not too keen on these little kid robots, so I'm about to dole out some spankings.
All right,
Push
so
me
you
forward.
sort of, I guess, you scoop up the remaining naughty dolls in your big hairy arms, and give them a stern talking to and little how do you call it? You cut a switch and smack them, I guess, and yeah,
Get me a Switch.
exactly.
A Nintendo Switch.
Something to that effect, yes. And they kind of want to explode on you, but they don't really want to.
They've been too
So they
disciplined.
just go sulk in the corner, and you guys can walk over to the next room. Give me a moment to refresh my drink, actually, because all this talking is parching my throat more than I expected it to.
You should have done this during the short rest.
You mean you did not build your room by a river? Come on, man.
Just stick a straw in the river.
Sorry about that. I did refresh my drink during the short rest. Then I finished it, and then I apparently got thirsty again.
You need a bigger drink.
Clearly, I do. So, past the workshop with the little kid robots, you enter what appears to be, for lack of a better word, some kind of menagerie where there are various beasts of different kinds, some of which seem to be like chimeras of different things, like fused together in various ways. Some of the cages have been opened, and there are, a bunch of weird-looking creatures attempting to get some food because they all look starved. How does Volk deal with this situation?
Oh shit, this is unreal. I tell you what Volk's gonna do. Volk's gonna do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle away from these guys.
Sounds legit to me.
It does
That
indeed.
makes hard DC, so you succeed. You deftly avoid whatever rabbit, octoparrots, and cockatrices and whatnot that lunge after you. Krill, similar situation. There are still escaped experimental beasts to deal with.
All right, well, with the interests of the party in mind, and of course, the desire to prove that Bug is supreme, Krill is going to draw them away and, by running fast and jumping all over the place and knocking into a few with athletics. How's that?
You have no problem doing exactly what you set out to do. So between with that valiant effort, those experiments, you get past those and into another section of the complex, which seems to, unlike the previous room slash chamber, whatever, that had cages for these things. Here is more like straw beds and whatnot, and more humanoid-looking creatures, some of which have different horns and tails and tusks and whatnot, have been sort of pacing and resting. They do share some similarities in their appearance to the fire-breathing statue that nailed Victor. I think it was Victor that got nailed by that one.
Yep, it was me.
But otherwise, they're not nearly as impressive as that one. those of you, I think some of you have hard DC passive insight as well, can tell that they seem vaguely intelligent, but not humanoid, and they also do seem hostile. How do you deal with these? Interestingly enough, the diplomatic people, Aurora.
I already tried diplomatizing last time, so let Key go first and see what she does, and I'll react to that, basically.
Sure. I mean, they haven't actually spoken any languages at you yet, mostly like growls and stuff.
Well, it's a good job that you let Kia go first, because Kia doesn't need languages. Something like that wouldn't hold her back. She speaks the language of the mind. So she steps forward and holds out her hands in a sort of gesture for them to show that she's not threatening, and walks slowly towards them and telepathically sort of soothes each of them, reassuring them that it's okay, don't worry, we're not here to hurt you. I guess that's diplomacy.
That sounds like what you're doing, so yeah, sure, diplomacy. I don't think you can.
Only 30.
Yeah, only 30.
What did you roll it to? 4 and the 1. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so you need to roll 2s to not make hard DC.
Yeah.
So yeah, each of those you approach and I'm mentally calm down and gesture at. Does seem to relax slightly. Maybe you still have some of the stale pastries from the cafeteria with them that you can share.
Sure.
Because they did seem like they haven't had anything to eat in a while.
Yeah, sure. So I feed them.
Okay, Aurora, how do you want to help with this?
How do I want to help with this? Well,
Or if you want to help Kia, or if you want to do something else, because she hasn't been able to calm all of them.
Well, I mean, I think he has things under control. I am just going to proceed, and if anything attacks me, I'll just call it Monday and endure it.
Sure.
So you want me to roll an endurance?
If that is what you want to roll, then go ahead and roll endurance.
I don't want to hurt these beasts unnecessarily, so let's do that. I'll pop my belt of endurance, and it's a 39.
Sure. Still, it's endurance, and even walking past their room is they do consider fairly hostile. So let's give you a fair chance. I roll terribly, so you endure everything, and you lose nothing for that. Some of them do appear to basically produce small fireballs in their claws/hands or whatever and throw them at you, but you just shrug these off.
I mean, this is the Antagrich series. I've lost how many healing surges in a single encounter? I lost count. I don't care.
Yeah, you
This
took
is just
a
one day.
whole bunch of damage in 2, at least. I remember that one. That was fun.
Yeah, fun.
All right, Alavaz. Same thing. There are these little monsters throwing fire at Aurora. She doesn't care.
Okay, how high is the ceiling?
How high is the ceiling? Probably about 20 feet.
All right,
Maybe, I don't know.
Then I'm just gonna go grab a wall and start climbing thanks to my braces of brachydation, and just move above the ceiling quietly. So,
Okay.
Would that be an acrobatics or a stealth?
If you have a climb speed with spider climb, then
I don't have spider climb. I have armbands of brachydation, which are basically the same.
Can you even climb with those? I thought those just let you swing, brachiate, for lack of a better
What's
word.
it called?
Armbands of brachydation.
Bracers of brachiation. Yeah, you do gain a climb speed equal to half your ground speed. I think you still need spider climb to climb on ceilings though. But if you want to just follow sort of the edge of the ceiling along the wall, then I will accept stealth. Otherwise, I would require some athletics or acrobatics or whatever as well.
All right. I was asking because technically a ceiling is nothing but a wall that's above our heads. So.
Let me see, because I'm pretty sure there's like, yeah, a creature that can spider climb can use its climb speed to move across overhanging horizontal surfaces such as ceilings without making athletics checks. See also climb speed. So I'm pretty sure there's in the rules that you actually need to roll stuff.
So
for
I'll use
climbing
acrobatics to
ceilings.
move across the ceiling.
That
Since
would
I
be
already used
athletics to move.
It has to be
across the ceiling.
athletics?
Yeah,
Okay,
because you
then
need to support your own weight while like holding onto the ceiling with whatever magic your thing has, and acrobatics doesn't really help you like carry your own weight with your muscles. That is my interpretation of the whole situation.
All right, then.
So you can either like not go like on the ceiling and roll your stealth or whatever you wanted, or you can roll athletics to spider climb on the ceiling.
Guess I'll do the stealth again. I'll have a penalty, correct?
Technically, it's a different scene, so let's say no, because I just want to get this challenge over with, essentially.
All right. And of
wow.
course,
Your rolls are cursed. Does that actually fail medium to see? It
does.
by 1.
Which means, so okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh, can you salvage it?
I think I can because of what did I call that? Aurzel Tower? Probably. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's actually going to use this for its other use?
Nice.
So-
Shit. Whoa.
So I see him doing that, and I'm mostly trying to attract the attention of the creatures as I'm walking past, and I just see him starting making a mess, and I just turn to him, no, please don't, what are you doing? So, diplomacy or something? I don't know.
I would say that's more bluff than diplomacy, but that doesn't matter because you're super good at both of them.
I mean, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, so give me bluff.
Okay.
Because you're basically like distracting them, and yeah, so you push his result up to medium, which still means that like one of the creatures notices him, tries to like warn the others, like point at him, while the rest of them are just busy trying to pelt Aurora with her fireballs and whatnot. But the one who notices Alavaz does produce his own fireball and throw it and nails him, and Alavaz loses a healing surge.
What would have happened if he had like failed by easy?
You wouldn't have gotten the last success needed to beat the skill challenge, and he would have lost 2 healing surges.
Don't roll ones, all of us. They are bad for
Yeah, exactly. Rolling
agreed.
once is bad for you. Who would have thought?
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
actually, I'd rather roll
So-
them here than in the middle of battle.
Yeah, with that distraction, everyone else is able to sneak past these creatures into the next part. There's another small corridor that leads up to what appears to be a slightly more important part of the place.
A slightly more placey place.
Yes, a slightly more placey place. Let's go with that. Doing all turns. Because you do enter a...
Oh no, it's the voodoo shop again.
Lab.
Oh, someone else has already used this map? Sure.
Camille
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Yeah, Camille.
I mean, I kind of like the map. It's not quite labby or library-ish enough for me.
I mean, there's
But-
lots of nice lab maps. Where are you looking?
Yeah, I mean, those look fairly empty on the map, but they're like full of various vials,
Sure.
potions and reagents and whatnot. And I guess these have more books on them than appears on the map. However, that's not the more important part. Let's drop a starting box for you guys. I think that'll do.
What, are you meaning to say that not everybody here loves us?
Because you see this little pentagram thing in the middle? That is not empty, because I am about to reveal the guy.
The guy.
Yes, the guy or the thing.
Sorry, I have a question. Is this possible, this brazier?
Let's see. That one looks like it is passable, yes. Probably a difficult terrain, though. Pillar would be blocking terrain. But that one...
Is it a hard corner or not, the pillars?
Those are not hard corners. because hard corners are annoying sometimes. Anyway, resting on top of this little pentagram is
Oh,
this cute little
Aw.
bastard.
I hate
That's,
beholders.
damn it! Why couldn't it be level 17? This guy will be a no issue for me.
Okay.
I very much
Ooh,
doubt
eyeballs.
that beholders of any level will not be an issue to anybody, but okay.
So yeah, it very much looks like what you'd expect from a beholder, except it has these little tentacly things hanging off the lower end of its body. It's sort of wrapped up in these as sort of a little perch. It's got a little book that it's reading. It's doesn't show on the token, but I think it has like a little coffee cup or something over there.
He doesn't look very evil.
Yeah, he doesn't look very evil. He's a cute little bastard, isn't he? I just had to use the token when I googled for like art.
It's adorable! How
Yes.
could we kill it?
Yeah, exactly. Let's make friends
Yeah.
with it and take it home with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it.
Kia, you're
this
up.
will be our spoils from this place.
We will take
We'll
it
have a
home
pet.
to the guild, and the guild will now have a permanent forbiddance on it.
Yeah, and it looks up at you guys when you enter and asks like, "Well, who are you people? You're not supposed to be here, are you?"
Are you supposed to be?
I wasn't told to expect anyone.
And who are you exactly?
I am Mr. Evil Eye.
I am the master's greatest creation.
Well, you are aware that unfortunately your master has passed away, yes?
We are the lawyers that are dealing with his estate.
What? The master can't be dead.
We can show you the body if you come with us.
All right,
long has it
roll me
been
some
since-
initiative. It's going to be both combat and skill challenge because stuff is going to happen.
Yeah, you don't want me to just ruin your combat.
I mean, I had actually prepared entirely for you guys to speak with this guy because this guy will speak to you and not just instantly say, "No, intruders, fuck you, blast." He's not that kind of beholder. He's
I
cute
rolled
and adorable
the
and everyone's friend.
lowest
Yeah, so...
initiative. Why?
Oh god.
I demand it gets higher.
Krill, this is terrible. What is wrong with you?
Don't worry, now I'm tied with Kia.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
Has everyone rolled? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? Yes.
Alright, and Evil Eye gets a green mark to start off the battle.
Are you...
Sure.
But we're not attacking here.
Well, Quarry isn't offensive. It's just
It is offensive. Yes, it
Krill's
is.
looking at it and being like, I could take him.
He is aware that he has been marked.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it sees like Krill having like drawn his weapon and licking his bug lips and be like, "Make a move, make my day." Essentially, is what's happening.
Basically, you are starting the combat if you do. So, I mean, that's up to you.
You're welcome, Victor.
Oh god, Victor, why? Why, Owen?
Krill supports this notion of victors.
So, since I don't really want to fight him, and he seems intelligent enough to
It's too
not
late.
fight,
Crow has started the combat.
Well, it's going to be a simultaneous combat and skill challenge or something.
Yeah,
I think.
basically you can skill challenge Adam while combating to essentially talking down and say that you like that fighting is a bad idea and whatnot.
okay.
He seems like he
so-
might be receptive to this. He also seems like if you guys fail skill challenges, he wants to blast you.
All right, then I'm gonna delay until after Aurora, because I don't want to fight him if he can be talked, but I'm bad at talking, so.
All right, does Victor want to do anything
I'll delay too.
until
after-
after Aurora?
Alavaz.
Okie doke, that should be appropriate.
So, hello, darling. What did you say your name was again?
Now you're making this complicated, aren't you?
I mean, you counted on us to talk to him, but he doesn't have a name. Come on, man. That's your fault.
His name is
That
Creation
is my
number
fault, because
33.
what is your name is not a question I myself would have thought to ask.
I told you, his name is Creation number 33.
Evil eye, really.
Nice.
The evilest of eyes. Does the image I found have a name on it? I don't think it does.
I mean, I don't care. You can call him Bob, but it would be cool if he had a name.
He should have a name, and I know that I can find the name that I want somewhere, but it's not in the top of my head.
These wild PCs asking for character names.
I know, right? It's super weird.
Beholder names. There we go.
What kind of PCs are we?
There's a list of beholder names on the random generator.
Very good.
I like
Yeah,
Big Tosh. Big Tosh
We'll,
is the best.
we'll go with the first one. It's Vels for the time being.
Evils?
Yes.
So, Mr. Evils, I am sure that, you had a complicated relationship with your creator, was it? Yes? But as you can see, this place is very much empty. Have you noticed this?
I was enjoying having some peace and quiet for once.
Well, but surely you are the scholarly type, yes?
I do
You
enjoy
are
a bit
holding
of
a book
light reading.
after all. Yes, and as you can see, your colleagues have left you quite a mess to clean up. The halls are messy, the defenses are out of control, and you don't really have materials because they have basically sacked the entire place. Really disrespectful, that lot. After all, Master has done for them. So, we came here in not only to take care of the small arrangements that we can ease your master spirit into a better place. We've also come here to start a revival project of sorts. A project that will try to get more dynamic into here and revitalize this whole Clanker's laboratory. And one such as yourself would be very welcome here.
Alright, sure. Give me some diplomacy for all this talkie-talkie.
I was wondering if it was diplomacy or bluff, but
I mean, it depends on. I assume it was diplomacy, but if you'd rather roll bluff, that's fine too.
I mean, it is diplomacy, but it's a bit of.
Is your offer genuine? That's the question.
My offer is genuine, but I don't have any set on paper yet.
Then if your offer is genuine, then it's diplomacy.
Up again, sorry,
if you genuinely believe it, then it's diplomacy.
I double fucked it, so that's a 41. Sorry. Unless you want me to roll on the open. Sorry,
oh yeah, no, that's fine if you want to roll that way. I see what it. Oh, okay, so you messed up, and it's 40 what?
It's 41. Yes.
41. Okay, so that's definitely enough for a success.
And what kind of action was that? My full turn?
I would say it's a standard, because you talked a lot.
Okay, but I can still talk more. So perhaps you'd like to discuss some more proposals with us. My companion there, Kia, is also trying her best to not only make this a more appealing lab, to also start a port town nearby, where perhaps you'd like an accommodations of some sort. Not a house, let's say, because we know that beholders do not like light that much, but perhaps a secluded cave or some kind of, warehouse underground would be most profitable for you, yes? Should I roll something else?
I mean, feel free to go ahead, but yeah, give me a roll. You'll probably succeed because you can't really fail those, which is kind of annoying.
I mean,
well, isn't that the point of Paragon characters? To succeed
not
in
being able to fail. It's
rolls.
sort of
we're heroes, goddammit.
Now we need to check the skill DCs again.
43 is probably enough.
Yeah, but I
so
want to see if it's like actually hard plus easy or if it's less.
Jesus.
Actually,
I
it
think
is.
it's exactly
It's
hard
exactly
plus
That
hard
is in
plus
fact
easy.
hard plus easy, so I'm actually going to give you another success for that. But I'm not going to let you use a minor to do more talky.
And I'm going to do one last one. This probably doesn't count as a success, but please don't mind the bug. He's a bit excitable. I'm sure he did not mean any offense to you. And I'll start taking out of the papers that we got on our last relocation from my bag, and I'll be done.
Sure. Hello, As.
Okay, so I'm basically gonna use a. Yeah, this will. I hope this works. If not, I'm gonna be dead. But we'll fix it later. So I'm gonna use my move to sit down on the floor
Okay.
and tell him. As you heard, my friend, we don't really need to fight. If you would please just lower your guard and just let them talk with you. We can come to an agreement. I don't have anything to do in this situation since I'm not that very smart. So I'll just sit here and just watch the conversation go on. Is that okay with you, good sir?
What kind of check would you like to give me for this? Because this sounds very suspicious to me.
I was more thinking of insight because I know that I can't do anything and I'm not going to interrupt negotiations with one of my friends, so...
Yeah, something in it, I can't quite put my finger on it, but it sounded like you wanted to make a bluff check to me, honestly. Like, yeah, you know, we're completely not going to do anything.
That
to
is
blah,
what
blah,
it kind
blah.
of sounded like to me.
Yeah, give me a bluff check.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey, if you can make that an intimidate, I can give you a bonus. But if it's a bluff, I can do shit for you.
My intimidate's even worse than my
It
bluff.
didn't sound like he was trying to intimidate him.
Yeah.
Here goes. I'm gonna die.
Hey, good job.
Oh,
Hey,
damn.
you actually made medium.
Yep. It's not going to be enough for a success towards a skill challenge, but it's not going to make him, you know, go very crazy anyway. And he says that, well, you know, for claiming that the master is gone, which I still do not believe, you people don't have much proof of anything. Seems very presumptuous of you to assume that you can just walk in and take over the place.
By the way, can I get a little bonus because I just sat down before doing that? That would have given away that I'm not trying to trick him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you drop prone as a minor action or something. That's fine. But it's not going to it's not going to net you a success towards the challenge.
Oh well. I tried. And I'll be done because I don't really want to fight him.
So what does Victor want to do?
All right, I know exactly what I want to do. So I'll tell him that I'll tell him that we're a lot alike, actually, you and I, except that, you know, you shit. Okay, hold on, let me collect my thoughts. Except that you seem to have allegiance with your master, or at least a good relationship with him. Whereas I was experimented on the island of Genosha in the Weapon X program. And this is what they did to me. And then I'm going to change into my werewolf form. As a minor, but then as a standard, I'm going to continue this alleged either a diplomacy or an intimidate check, I think.
All right.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. What?
It feels more like everyone wants to use diplomacy to me because intimidate sort of has a connotation of you don't want to fight us because we would kick your ass, rather than, you know, you don't want to fight us because we can be friends.
It sounded more like you were using diplomacy then.
Yeah. Basically, intimidate is going to be weird to use.
I was thinking
opinion.
it might have been intimidate because I do change. I reveal the true form kind of thing, and it's not pretty.
So I wasn't sure. It could be like a half and half thing. I don't know. But I'm down for diplomacy.
Okay, you have +7 to the rule because I exist.
Okay.
A +7 would have helped me.
Oh, it would have, huh? Okay.
Yeah, but it's bluff. I can't help with bluff. Or,
You can only
Yeah,
have
but if you had
diplomacy.
said that, I would have changed my things. I would have done diplomacy.
I
Okay,
mean,
well-
I clicked on this when the game started. What are you talking about, man? I'll click it on again. There you go.
I think once was
Oh,
enough.
shit. My my web browser's frozen, but I'll just continue.
Oh, sorry.
telling
I
that.
did not realize that it
You crashed
freeze
early.
your browser.
I was gonna continue to tell him that, despite all the strange experimentations that happened that led to my new form, the guild and this company that I'm with took me in regardless of what happened. And so if that doesn't show the virtue of their character, I mean, I don't know what would, depending on this role, I guess.
I kind of like that speech, actually.
So you said it was was it +7?
7.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Google Chrome is not cooperating. So, Z, you want to grab my token for me?
Sure, skills.
Yes, please. Diplomacy +7.
Let's see if your macro works for us.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Hey, and hard DC is 29, so yeah, you succeed at making it consider further the virtues of, not smashing you intruders.
Cool. That's it for me. But in case he wants to fight, I am in werewolf form, so just know that.
How convenient for you. The Evil Eye has its own turn. Does not have a reason to blast you guys yet, but it is going to move a little closer and consider you guys.
Do we know what the aura does?
What's the aura do?
The aura is the indicator for if you start in it at the start of your turn, he shoots an eye ray. It's not really an aura, it's just an indicator of if you start in this, thing happens. We can probably link that. It's for that.
Oh
And you
my,
guys aren't
variable attacks.
technically enemies yet, so he's not going to fire at you unless things start. He is, however, going to ready an action to do a thing if any of you take hostile action against him. And yeah, he's still going to ask, like, how do you know that my master is gone? Because yeah, the master is it's like, yeah.
I'll answer it on
And
my
now
own turn.
Roll20 is being a jerk to me, which is distracting me. But yeah, he will tell that like the master often doesn't speak to him for weeks, but it was just a week since I last spoke with the master. He has been gone for longer than that. How can you tell me that my master is gone? Volk.
Okay, let me see if I can swing this. Basically, alright, I'm going for streetwise here. Volk would like to tell the Eye about the various rumors that she had picked up as the group has traveled to this way once they found out about the job. To give the group the belief that he might have died, and then talking about the all the information he's gathered while he was on the island, or she was, I kept saying he now, while she's on the island, while she's in the lab, getting the lay of the land.
Sure, streetwise it is.
Things like, I haven't quite seen the body, but given all of these facts, all the people leaving. Oh wow!
Oh, Jesus.
Way to roll a 3.
That is indeed a way to roll a 3.
It's like I have all these rumors. That doesn't matter. They're rumors. Well, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's going to ask you for like more than rumors. Like, obviously, like the apprentice that that the Necromancer's contact network has debriefed. Obviously, has said that Clive Clanker is dead, but you probably don't know the name of that apprentice, and when he asks, you kind of come up short. Same thing with like your circumstantial evidence that the lab is in a disarray, and it says the lab is always in a disarray. It's like always a mess except for where I am. Those apprentices never knew how to keep the place clean and neat.
I mean, here is your. Oh, sorry, not my turn.
I'm done.
I mean, it is kind of an epic fail, so yeah, screw it. I still think that counts as, you should probably get a ray on you.
I'm under attack!
Like, shush you with your silly rumors. Ray number 5.
Talk about escalating the situation. Oh, jeez. I'm stuck in place.
Yeah, you sit still. We don't want to hear from you anymore. Kia.
He attacked me!
Okay. So Kia is going to like hold her hands out in like an offering of peace and walk forwards and say, "I'm coming forwards. I mean you no harm. We are all friends here. Yes, you seem to be upset about us telling you about your master's death. And while we have no solid proof on us right now, we don't need to escalate things. We can begin to work together and we can find out the truth of this. And we're also telling you that our organization, in fact our country, now so to speak, is going to come and settle upon this island, as Aurora said. And you can find a home amongst other people, more than just useless apprentices. Perhaps if you are clever as you speak, people may even work for you and you could run the workshop. And we will get to the bottom of your master's death, that I assure you. And I want to do 2 things. I'll throw down an action point, because I believe I probably have the only power here that I can roll. It's technically an attack, but the fluff wording of it makes me pretty sure that it's okay to use, because it's called pacify, and the fluff word is, my words make the foe think twice before resorting to violence. So I kind of think it fits. So I'll do the diplomacy skill check and the attack.
Okay, so let's see. What was the name of the attack? Pacify?
Yes.
I want to look at the effect before I say yes or no to what happens.
It doesn't do anything immediately as well. That's why I think it's probably not really an attack, like I said.
It's not the can't attack save ends or anything, is it?
No, that's rebuke violence. Which also, if I had, I would probably also say that that's kind of also the same thing. This thing is just, it stuns them if they decide to make an attack. So it makes them think twice before resorting to violence, which we've just seen he's been violent towards Volky. So I'm trying to make him think twice before resorting to violence.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense now when you explain it and I see the effect. So sure. So essentially you move forward. Pacify was a standard action, and then essentially skill check as an action point.
Beforehand, I want to have the magical bonus of my circlet, so that it has a little bit of a better chance of hitting. I'll roll the pacify first, I guess. If I can find it. There it is. 35 first as well.
That hits.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he's thinking twice about violence, and yeah, then I'll roll my diplomacy to see how he takes it. I mean, hopefully he takes it pretty well.
Of course.
I think you just won everything ever.
Kaya's built for this shit.
I mean, yeah, that amount gets you 2 successes. But there's a secret amount of successes you need for the skill challenge. So yeah, I mean, working together, and he is still a beholder despite his misgivings. He does have his ambitions, and is listening very intently to your words and thinks, yeah, you're a respectable person. And you're up to 5 successes out of secret and 1 failure from Volk, I think.
All right. Krill fights stuff. Krill kills stuff. Krill isn't really into this whole talking thing, so Krill will just move up here and non-threateningly, keyword non-threateningly, explain that yes, the lab may always be in disarray, but I've noticed that things are like out of control. This is obviously abnormal for such a brilliant person as your master, and I'd like to do a perception check. So I'm noticing things and pointing them out to the evil eye.
Okay.
Look, this should never be. Yeah. This should never be allowed. Look at this.
Hey, chat is my dump stat. I can improvise.
All right, so let's see.
That makes hard.
It's in fact a success. So what kind of things are you pointing out with your perception?
Like all of the skill challenge we just went through, like everything is in disarray. The like the child golems that we encountered, they're obviously really lonely and have not been receiving any attention whatsoever, and people have been deserting the lab, and they wouldn't do that to your master, and so on and so forth. Like, it may be a mess in this whole place, but this is more of a mess than usual, and here's why.
Those things were always naughty, but yeah, we'll count as a success for the time being, I suppose.
Yeah. All right, that's Krill's turn.
Because that's like not the more obvious thing that I would point out with that kind of thing. I'm not sure.
Well,
if that's
just
perception.
an example.
Yeah,
that's just an example. Yeah.
The fact that like the various beasts were starving was a better indicator, but never mind
Yeah.
that.
So
fine.
Yeah.
He's going to tell you that like. First of all, you moved over there. That is kind of no bueno. Move any further and like touch anything, and he will be upset with you. And here comes another inevitable success, I believe. Unless Krill had more to do, in which case I apologize.
No, Krill has nothing more to do.
All right, so he seems uncomfortable about people moving closer to him.
Not closer to him. Closer to like all the master's belongings.
Okay, then I'll move closer to him. Like, I
Well,
assume
all those
that
belongings are on a higher level, right? I see there are stairs.
Yeah, it's a step up essentially.
Yeah.
I assume he's floating a few feet on the air, right?
Yeah, at this point he is. Otherwise, he was sort of resting on the little tentacly things he has.
Yeah, so
which normal beholders don't, as far as I know.
I'm going to move there. I don't have weapons on my hands. I have the scrolls, and I'm going to explain to him that we have been hired by the kingdom of... What's that kingdom name again?
Deja.
Deja, and they had this information. I do understand that perhaps it is not the most reliable information as it is based on rumors. However, as my colleague pointed out, there are multiple evidences for it. Be it a starving beast, be it we did not getting attended despite waiting considerable on the area, and when we proceeded there we've met with hostility. But consider the following. Imagine that your master is okay. If your master is okay, he has left his workshop in this repair. So the best thing you can do for him is actually work with us. We can get it back to full functionality. I am very sure that we will be most happy to have Dr. What's his name again? Clanker?
Yeah,
Dr. Clanker amongst our allies, and we would be happy to provide him with means for him to continue his research as long as he maintains a cordial actions for us. We are not doing this just so that we can get a profit from this, because we certainly do want to get a profit from this, but we want also to start settling the problems around this region. If we are to truly pursue our lives in happiness and on your case, I guess, knowledge, we need to get the world gearing towards it. So we need to do our best in order to improve our standing conditions, correct? So I do think that it would be in both of our of our both best interests if we were to work together in this mission, so that we can get on with our lives. Diplomacy.
I mean, obviously it's
time.
a diplomacy check. Can you roll like a double one or something?
Double 20.
No, double 20.
Double 20.
Holy! That's
I
it.
think
GG. Game over.
I think my speech was good, and it is a double 20. Up to you, man.
I think
mean,
we're done. That's it.
It did things pretty well. He is very much on the verge of considering letting you guys pass further. 8 successes.
I think I'm done because my throat is getting kind of dry.
Sounds good to me. Alavas, do you want to do anything?
Well, I'm pretty sure 2 fails is not gonna kill us, so I'll try something. So while still sitting down, respecting his distance, what I gotta do is the following. I'm thinking of using a insight check to kind of tug at his, shall we say, preferences, and kind of like tell him like, well, also think about it this way. Like my friend said, we do not know for certain that your master is dead. However, given that it might be a possibility, if we take you to somewhere else, somewhere where you can have your very own space to follow all your academical knowledge, and maybe even surpass some academical knowledge in this area, should your master be in fact alive, when he comes back, you could actually assist him even more in his research projects and so on and so forth. And you would not have to deal with the whole mess and cacophony of this whole area. Would that not be a little more sound than just staying here and maybe having one of those silly things coming here and start destroying things or annoy you with the incessant chatter?
Well, you are making a pretty decent argument, so roll me something. And you were asked something in chat, I believe.
Yeah, insight. Would that be okay? Since I'm looking at what he likes, given that what he said, he doesn't like the cacophony, the whole mess. I'm going to try and tug at these strings that he seemingly prefers.
Yeah, you're basically like putting out this ideas and seeing how he reacts, and you know, assisting with going from there. Yeah, sure. Give me the insight, but that's gonna be. Is that gonna be for the assist or?
Yeah, I was just suggesting if you don't have a great skill check on your own, you could always roll to assist the players that do have a good skill check and improve our chances instead of risking a failure.
Actually, it's a good idea. All right, could I do that way? Just so someone else can assist?
If it's Kia's skill check you want to assist, then go for it. If you want to assist someone else who wants to do anything with the information you get from Insight, then that's fine too. Just let me know who you are assisting.
Probably. Yeah, probably Kaya, because we can. Well, actually, no, she doesn't need it. So who's next?
I mean,
Victor.
you could boost me up to like ridiculous levels if you all help me.
You're gonna get it. So I'd rather put someone in a very better position. So I'll put Victor on it. So he has an extra 2.
Volk might be able to do something. I'm not sure if Victor can. I don't think I can.
I don't know. Either way, you're
make
gonna
up
have to give me
something
the
other than
insight roll to see if your assistance is actually helpful.
All right.
Shit.
It's definitely helpful.
Hey,
But since it's an assist, it doesn't count as a success. Anything else?
hey, with
that you wanted
plus
to say?
17, you could have rolled directly against the evil eye
Never mind.
for successes. So
Well, an assist it was for Victor, who gets +2 to whatever he wants to do if he wants to skill check at it.
Sweet. Well, now that I've already set up my minors, I'm going in for the Nova. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, I started telling him my life story, but then you guys went straight to business, so I guess I'll just chill unless he cares enough to, like, you know, inquire about it. I'll just pass my turn.
You got an assist, man.
Okay. Well, I'll assist using this assist on whoever wants the next assist. So,
Set up the assist chain.
Alley-oop.
and in doing
Volk-
this, I
could
will.
Volk even use it?
No.
I'll just do an insight too.
It's just me, man. So
I
can feel that
could
way.
use dungeoneering or nature. Krill could. I I'm not quite sure how yet, but I could.
Uh-oh.
Does that?
Hey, it
assist?
was an assist roll. You just don't assist anyone.
Okay, cool.
Alright, well, he doesn't have much to do on his turn. He's still going to ready an action to do things if things happen. And yeah, let's go for Volk.
Volk passes. He doesn't want to get shot again. She doesn't want...
Give me an assist, Volk. Give me an assist.
No, she got shot the first time. She's shutting up.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, that's good. You stay there. You can save against your restrained, I guess. Whatever.
Okay.
Alright, so, I mean, we said a lot to this thing, so Yakia's can also go up to the steps, up close to it, and hold out her hand and say, so, now that we've talked, I don't think there's much more left to say, and she, like, puts her hand even more forward, other than to perhaps shake hands on it and begin working together from here on in.
Hands? He attacks you.
I don't know, hands might be a faux pas, we'll find out.
Hands are his phobia, actually. He's afraid of
I got a
hands.
4-3. I don't think hands are that bad.
Yeah, alright, I think we're about done here. You have broken its will, or at least you've convinced it that yeah, maybe you guys could look around and see what happens. So that's 10 successes essentially, because you rolled again hard plus easy at the same time. So let's see. So yeah, what happens is you see these stairs at the end of the other room. Down one of them is a slightly like through like several safety doors, I suppose. Is another lab with even more stuff. It smells very burning, and there is indeed a body there in the middle, horribly disfigured. But the evil eye can recognize it as, yeah, that's the master. He did in fact screw up.
What? He's
and
right
something-
there! You didn't know he was there!
Look, he's been told to like keep watch over this room. He follows orders. And I mean, there's probably like side corridors that you can go up and down without passing through here somehow. I guess, maybe, whatever.
A question. Was your
Yes.
master a very powerful person?
I mean, he wouldn't say powerful. He would say more like a genius. Like,
Well, if he is willing to collaborate with us, perhaps we would be willing, if his body is still in condition to that, to allow him to return as part of the living in order to help the guild fulfill this, yes? Would
Yeah,
that be
like,
within your best interests?
yeah, if like the master could be resurrected, that would definitely be in the beholder's best interests. So yeah. Other than that, like, you know, clearly he was mixing some manner of pretty powerful potion. There's some, essentially, what you can see is like some black and white liquids, essentially, that have sort of splattered all over the place due to this explosion, essentially. Someone can give me, and I don't know, if you want to world build, someone can give me, I guess, Arcana check on that. Whatever alchemy would fall under, probably Arcana.
Yeah, I think it's
So
the
who's good
Arcana.
at it again on this? We look at each other and then we just nod and say, "We are them bastards."
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Does anyone have better than a 13? Have a 13 or better? 'Cause
I
that's
have
the
an
only thing
8.
I can.
I am.
Because 13 is the only thing I can see being possible to succeed with.
Yeah, though.
I mean, I
Not
could
me.
use these.
I guess actually someone could roll streetwise instead to see if like this is anything.
Oh! Aurora's Consumable Story Award.
I can use these, I guess.
An athletics,
Oh, it's
endurance,
wrong
or
button.
religion.
Well,
Also, I'm still restrained. His,
Yeah, you get to sit
his
in
is
the corner.
streetwise.
Does that even make medium?
I mean, I can do the street fight.
apparently-
it does.
Apparently, I'm not
Yeah,
very
medium
street
20.
today.
Yeah, that does make medium. Basically, at least in this world, potions that are white or black tend to be the most powerful. Black usually has some manner of side effect, but it's more powerful than white stuff. The fact that Clanker was attempting to mix white and black seems like usually a very bad idea. He probably knew what he was doing, but messed up anyway, is what you're getting from that.
Excellent. Perhaps we'll get a new batch of potions if we get these, gentlemen. I shall pay for his resurrection in full. It will
Something
be
to that effect, yes. Anyway, wrapping this up, down the other set of stairs, you will find the focus for the what is it, Forbidden Ritual or whatever it was called. And from there you can contact your contacts. The Beholder is, okay with this since you've convinced him that this is the best course of action. And being that they are necromancers, they will be very happy to resurrect the old alchemist.
No. I wish Kia to do
not necromancers, please.
I wish
They'll probably do something evil.
I wish Kia to do this. Kia, you have
Yeah, I have ritual casting. I can do it.
Good. I'll pay for it because I want him to be indebted to us, not to the necromancers.
Good call.
Cunning.
See, this is where things get a bit complicated then. Because, they're looking to take over the place. They are not looking to, rent out the place from its previous owner.
We had agreed on a shared usage of this. And if they are taking over half the place, I'm sure that the owner that we just resurrected from eternal demise will be willing to get, to be our representative within it, yes?
Yeah, he's in our debt. We get to divvy out some of the stuff the necromancers want, as well as I think Kia would go back to the pits and all those like poor hobgoblins that are like the lower class that want to probably migrate out of that city. I would like to start a motion to get some of them settling in a small port town on the island.
To be fairly honest, I'm also completely okay with backstabbing the necromancers, as I don't think our relationship is going to give us anything profitable. But
you should not backstab someone who owns who's part of a country. Just
don't
kill all
backstab
your
a country.
stuff.
Build your stuff up first. Build up the city.
Yeah, exactly. Let's build our country up first.
Let's build up the port town.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's clearly going to be some complex negotiations here in the end, which are not really in the scope of the adventure, I suppose. But odds are that you guys will get much of your way through.
I think you mean all of it.
Yeah, could I
pretty
roll
much because players and whatnot.
Could I roll a streetwise to sort of deal with the effort to relocate a lot of the hobgoblins into the new port town as the starting population?
Sure, why not?
Yay!
I mean, some of them are
he just
probably
wants to roll
ambitious and
diplomacy
looking for...
again. Come on, man.
I tricked you.
Yeah.
Wow, Kia actually has Streetwise? That's the first person who actually trains in Streetwise I've seen.
Hey!
What? Nearly all my characters are trained in Streetwise.
What have I just been rolling? Just because I rolled badly?
Streetwise is a great skill to be trained in. Why did I put him on the map layer? I was supposed to put him back on the DM layer.
To the map layer. He's fallen into the floor.
He's merged with the floor. No.
Yeah.
Well, there goes a vast amount of damage.
Well, Aurora, internet high five for turning another adventure into a diplomacy adventure.
Yes.
I mean, I had lots of fun.
We have one fight.
With this, so I approve. I hope I DM'd it to your liking with it. I'm not sure if I was too permissive or not. Either way, for now, we're going to head back to the guild hall, and the aftermath can happen sometime later.
I love it. Aurora is the character I wanted to make for your campaign, Andrew.
So why didn't you?
Because nobody was a melee attacker there. Who the fuck would I enable my balls?
Be a hybrid sword mage and enable yourself.
I already
So,
did that on
okay,
the
let's
guild
see.
as that is. I already enabled myself.
Well, there's a melee attacker now.
Yeah, me.
And Ras.
Yeah, no, I guess. I wasn't expecting it to change though.
Why are like all the subfolders and things open?
Wait, aren't we missing someone?
Aurora.
Oh,
No,
Rosa.
this is fine. This
Yeah.
is fine.
I mean, I first need to figure out how much experience you get before anything else can happen. So
All of
I'm
it.
not leveling. I just leveled 214, and I have RNG, by the way.
cool. Let's see. Is this where we find the standard awards thing, so I can get the ballpark of what we're doing?
Are we missing a character?
We are missing Kia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because me and Aurora are in the same place.
Good job.
I thought
Mystery solved.
See, I thought we were
See,
missing
this was
Aurora.
13. So let's see. Yeah, I like even numbers, so you all get 2,500 experience.
Damn it.
Can we get 2,500 less? No. Oh, that's wrong. That's
And then let's see, treasure calculator, which is. So let's see. Does anyone level up from that? First of all,
Yeah,
No.
I did myself. I knew I was going to level up. I only needed 500.
Yep, still 1,000 off.
1,500 for me.
all right. If anyone has gone to GM mode, ignore the gold rolls for now. I am doing them special.
no. Do you need help with that?
Yeah.
Charts would be nice, yes.
I'm pulling them up
once
as we
Roll20
speak.
stops lagging.
Also, do I have RNG? I might have RNG. Alright, charts are ready. Oh my, I actually have a good chance. You're gonna roll like 90 now, aren't you?
Probably. Oh no, it's actually still level 13. My bad. But that's probably the gold I'm basing things off.
What was the L for this 13?
Yeah, 13. What was this? The title for this again?
This is Antagrich 7, Clanker's Laboratory.
Antagrich 7, Destroyers of Blood. Sounds good.
So yeah, everyone gets 4,200 gold because I take the AL gold and round it up essentially, unless lower gets more for some reason. Anyway, get magic item. Let's find out. Yep, Volk does not get anything.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Let's see, who do we have that is... looks like Krell doesn't get anything and Kia doesn't get anything, but everyone else does except Volk.
Boo.
So Aurora gets an item, Victor gets an item, Alavas gets an item.
Did I have to spend the RNG or not?
Aurora gets an item, so now you don't spend RNG. So let's see. Who
He rolled a
gets-
freaking 52 for me, and then the item is a 75. I was like,
Yep. Okay, well, Roll20 is dying for me.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I missed the 90% item chance once. So
Oh wow. Okay, so let's see. One enhancement, level 14. I may need to restart Roll20 or something. But we will get through this. That's a +3 item, I'm afraid. Which magic item type? There we go.
What's the item
Hand
for who?
slot.
for me,
Yeah, because you're first in the list.
okay. Yeah, hand slots throw it to me. Like,
Or enchantment.
+3, hand slot 6.
Six and +3 is Gloves of the Healer. Oh, there you go. That'll sell. Right? You don't want that, do
so,
you?
do you want these gloves after healer key? Because
already
these,
got-
these-
I've already got
I
Gloves of
already
the
have
Healer.
ones too. Can I use like 2 pairs in each hand so I can?
Can you wear the gloves on the gloves?
Yeah,
Gloves of the healer. Victor gets appropriate armor +3.
Sweet. Hide, please.
Do we have any healer that might appreciate this?
There are many healers. I'm sure someone will.
Hide
Yeah.
28. for
That
Victor.
is Elven Battle.
Cool. Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna edit the meme thread.
And let's see, for Alavaz was the last person who got things right, or did someone else have RNG? Alavaz does get a +4. Of course he does.
Of course he does. Armor as well.
Also appropriate armor.
Claws, but it will probably be Cell because I have the armor that I want. So hit me.
Cloth 12. Probably not gonna be
Feedback
anything.
armor. That's a psychic. That's for psychic powers. Sure, someone will.
Sounds like a good time.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Alright, and no one had RNG that didn't already get an item, correct?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Well then. Oh yeah, also, you're gonna get a special thing because you're raiding a freaking alchemist's lab. Each of you get a consumable or alchemical item of level 20 or lower as an extra reward.
Ooh.
I might as
Are you
well-
gonna make some story awards for this, or?
Not really, no. It's just did thing, yes, no. Maybe I'll do some things for the way you guys handled it. You'll have to remind me because I am too tired for this, essentially.
Any alchemical item 20 or lower, correct? Yeah.
Chemical
Yes.
item or consumable of level 20 or lower.
Oh, or consumable. Interesting.
I'm sure there are some nice stuff.
There's probably some cool stuff, and if nothing else, it's like 1,000 gold or something for selling a level 20 to the
Yeah.
merchant.
No, because they're. Yeah, I suppose so. You could get a Paragon Frozen Whetstone.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, +4 instead of +2 for an encounter.
Mercurial Rod is an implement, right? I think it is.
Yes.
It has Rod in the name. $5K, what?
Yeah, level 20 consumable is worth
I
5,000.
suppose so. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fair reward for the theme of the adventure, at least.
So what are we getting? Sorry, Sam.
Each of you get to choose an alchemical item or consumable of level 20 or lower, in addition to whatever you already got. As for story things and contracts and all that jazz, you guys can PM me on someday when I'm not running, I guess, because I need to head out pretty soon. I would love to do a feedback, but I am a bit tardy for that, honestly.
Okay.
Should we leave the
All
feedback
right.
on the chat?
Yeah, I mean, feel free to type it like in the Skype chat or something.
Okay. Well, thank you for running.
Alrighty. Thanks for running, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the game.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.